Hey, look, it works. Holy smokes. Just had to reboot the PC. Just had to have Streamlabs crash. Try to send a crash report. Fail to send the crash report. And hey, it's working. Hooray. Good grief. Computers. Yo. Ooh. Is Twitch saying 6 p.m.? Why the heck is Twitch saying 6 p.m.? Twitch should not be saying 6 p.m. Did I screw up on the schedule on Twitch? I might have screwed up on the schedule on Twitch, folks. Not good stuff. Not good stuff for me at all. Anyway, what's up? It's time for another day of Falcon Plays, well, not plays, which casts the Brood War. What up, dude? What's up, Andrew and Dollaville and Nimonoom? What's up, Bovine? What's up, Somicron? We are back, Darkpaws. We are back indeed. Yo. Schedule shows 11/6/16/16. I don't know. I'll check it after the stream, Dollaville. You might be the only person in the history of the world that has looked at my Twitch schedule. I did try to make it work. I did look at it and try to schedule it properly last week. And you're like the first person ever to look at it, I guess. But I don't know. Hey, welcome back, Canyon. All right, so today, what should we do today for replays, huh? What should we do? Let's go ahead and start off with stream ads, group schedule, and countdown shows up. Ah, oh right on the page. That's correct. I wonder if I don't know. I'll look at it. We'll try to get there. We will definitely try to get there. Okay, so RJB or recommended replays here. We have a bunch of RoyaL versus Flash in this folder. Like a lot of TVT. Like probably way too much TVT for you guys. Yeah? Yeah. Ooh, Soxry and Sharp sounds fun. I think we did one of those last week towards the end of the week, so maybe we're a little bit burned out on that one. Ooh, Light versus Free on Citadel. Okay, so Light, maybe the best Terran player in the world right now. Although, to be fair, Sharp is in the finals of SSL 1, so, has he come for that title? Quite possibly. Quite possibly. He beats Sziky, then, like, man. Like, honestly, like, maybe he's the guy, right? Because that's been really hard to do. But, let's go ahead and Free, again, a bit of an older player, just like Light is. So, top right, it's going to be Free. He is our blue Protoss on Citadel. Bottom right, it is our red Terran. It's our dude Light. So again, two legendary players, really, really long careers between the two of them. So Light and Free here. We'll get that poll rocking. And yeah, should be excellent. What's up, Gallons? So we're going to root today for a Terran winner or a Protoss winner here. Yeah, I mean, look, Flash, dude's been like top 5 Korea ladder for a long time now. He was #1. Last time I heard anybody talk about how well Flash is doing on the ladder. So if you're #1 on the ladder, like, you should qualify for SSL. When's the last time somebody was significantly #1 on the Korean Brood War ladder and did not even qualify for the ASL or the SSL, right? I just don't know if it's even possible. So yeah, he's definitely going to qualify. What's up, Mad Doctor? Yeah, I had a bit of a hiccup. Trying to get the stream started here today, but we are there. We are ready to go. We are rocking. We are sending data out to Twitch and to YouTube, and everything is all good in the hood. Yeah, looking fantastic. So, gate opening here from the Protoss Free. We got a Rax coming up inside the natural base, actually, here. Often for Terrans, we'll just pop them out in this location, but for now, we're going to go ahead and toss it up here inside the natural base. Maybe get us a little bit further out with maybe some Marines going across the map, trying to do some stuff. What's up, RLC Drew? Somicron is rooting for Light hardcore. There's a big bet for Light here. That's a big one. Oh, Somicron bet all of his stuff points to go for Light. Again, you can earn points by watching the stream. That's all you gotta do, and then you can bet them to earn more points, or if you bet them, you could lose points. But it's just for fun. It's just fun bucks, right? There's the expansion, which means we get a bunker, which means there's no gas, which means the pro probably wants to scout this initially. because that's a cyber core, and that's the gas, and Steve sees this stuff. So he's like, fine, fine, we'll throw barracks up. A bit of SimCity here in case a zealot shows up too. Goodness gracious. Yeah, that Coke Zero Cherry hitting the spot today. Had a good run at the gym today. Like, sometimes I get to towards the end of my run, and I'm like, all right, I'm feeling it. Let's just power through. Let's just endure to the end of this run. But today I was like, you know what? I'm feeling good. I'm running. I kicked my speed up from like 6.7 to like 7.3 miles an hour. And the last couple of minutes, I ran faster than I did the whole time. And kind of ended on a high note, and it was nice. I'm feeling all right. So that's nice. All right, Drew, excellent news. Good news about Tekra Tech. Wonderful. Yeah, that's right. I am the Terminator. I could totally chase somebody down driving away from me in an LA aqueduct or whatever that thing was in Terminator 2. Okay, SCV is here to go for some scouting and maybe, you know, distract the Dragoon a little bit from getting down here. But until Singularity Charge is done, it doesn't really matter. Plus, SCVs are faster than Dragoons and more jukey. Look at this. Oh, look at this juke. Did you lose him? No, didn't lose him. Run. Or, I guess that's not running if your legs are moving, huh? Float. Float, Steve the SCV. Second base coming in from the Protoss. Singularity Charge done momentarily for free. Anything nuts going into the play here for light? Not seeing it. Getting a factory. We probably go for a Robo next, or for the Protoss, right? All sorts of the Protoss. Not so much, Drew. No. I did contact a couple people this morning through LinkedIn, but obviously, I mean, they're not going to get back to me in an hour. All right. Bunkers firing away. Starport coming in. Ooh, it's a fast port. This is Vulture droppy to me, folks. Let's go ahead and get that Vulture. Vulture drop inside Freeze base. Light's really good with this. Light is one of the Terran players I enjoy, who is a big fan of getting Vultures into the enemy base. Somebody in one of the comments previously, earlier last week, was like, this whole thing, the Dragoons firing on the bunker should be removed from the game. It's like, well, I mean, it's an important part of the game here. If the Terran wants to go for the early expand, the Protoss wants to punish them for that, and this is how you punish them for that. It's just natural. And I understand, like, it very rarely results in anything interesting. It's just taken some money away from Light that he otherwise would have and putting it into the repair of this bunker, right? Tuna, what up? Protoss easy race, he says. Oh, third base warping in from our toss. There's the Robo. There's the Obs. Observatory is part of the front wall. Not a big fan of putting it out there, but whatever. And siege mode's done, so let's get rid of these guys. Now, there's the dropship. Here are the Vultures. Here are pylons to see if there's a dropship coming into the base. Vulture speed, obviously a big part of Vulture drops. You don't drop Vultures into an enemy base when they are slow. Yeah, but I mean, it's simple, right, Andrew? It's one SCV repairing per Dragoon. So, like, 3 Dragoons, 3 SCVs. I mean, I guess maybe additional Dragoons show up, and you're not quite fast enough on the uptake to get a new SCV out there on the repair, and the bunker dies. Hey, Kirax Alex, I will be unemployed. Who knows? I am not a future teller. I do not know what the future will hold. If you're asking how long I've been unemployed for, the answer is coming up on 2 months. Coming up on 2 months here. So that's exciting. Ah, did we miss it? Because I was talking about how long I've been unemployed. Boo, boo, Falcon. Boo. He also went up with fewer... Did he go? He went in there without speed being done. I talked all about how you should not go in here until you have speed Vultures. And then Light's like, what if I went in with 2 Vultures and no speed and totally sniped 4 probes, 5 probes, 6 probes, 7 probes, 8 probes. Oh, well, wasted a shot on one of those Dragoons, but that's like 8 workers killed. Never mind. Falcon is wrong. Light says you go in there without vulture speed all you want. You can kill like 8 probes of your enemies and be up 45 to 32 workers at 7 minutes. Light, you're a monster. What was that? That was nuts. Who does that? What's up, Aru Supremacy? Somicron and Bovine out on the Twitch side of things. Yeah, there is a combative aspect to the betting out on Twitch with your channel points. But again, it's all fake points. Like, it doesn't really matter. Anyway, dude, yeah. I mean, so we've already learned a really important lesson, right? Just because you don't have speed on your vultures does not mean you cannot drop them inside your enemy's base. If they're Protoss especially, you can kill tons of workers. And it only takes 2 vulture shots to kill a probe anyway, so you don't need like 10 of them. And that was awesome. That was so good from Light. Wow. Charon boost coming in. Siege mode's already done. Vultures have all their upgrades already. Surprising. Wait, Spider Mines is done, no? He didn't skip Spider Mines, did he? I mean, so far. He could obviously get Spider Mines at any point he wants to once this upgrade is done, but... Oh, there was a vulture there. I wanted to see if you had Spider Mines yet. I think you do. I think you do. And so that's the other thing, all right? If you show up at a time before you can possibly have speed for your vultures, because they know you have siege mode, right? Freeze counting on the fact that speed's not done. Why would he drop in here with slow vultures? And then he did. So being unexpected is a good lesson to learn about how to play StarCraft as well. Do something your opponents do not see coming. Why is there a dropship all the way down here? I don't know. These guys, oh, Spider Mines are totally done. Rad. So they're, yeah, all the upgrades are done for the vultures except for attack upgrades and armor upgrades, etc., etc., etc. Missile turret coming up. Vultures. Ooh, they got in. How is that not a block? Dude, Free's kind of falling apart here. Actually, I don't know if he actually lost a probe. A bunch of these took hits, but I'm not sure any of them actually exploded. So never mind. Oh, Obs got killed by a missile turret. We're going to get revenge. Nope, we're going to dive on in. Oh, I don't know about that. Okay, 1 tank down, 2 tanks down. How many other tanks going to get? 3 tanks. Okay. 4. See, can we make it 4? We can make it 4. 4 tanks, and then we back out. That was good enough for free. And we want revenge on this missile turret that killed our Obs. Excellent, excellent pickup by Free there, reducing the tank count. Taking down a turret. Ooh, maybe not running as you should. Oh, another tank did die, but another Dragoon died. The trades here are really hard to keep track of. Really hard to keep track of. Man, Light gets speed vultures with Spider Mines. This is the scariest thing in the world. And yet I feel like he might get fewer kills than he did in the first time with those 2 vultures that were slow. Ah, yeah. I mean, that was, okay, that was maybe 7 probes instead of 8. Close enough, but he invested a lot more into that drop than the first one, which is very funny. Third base coming up. This gets taken a lot more than I feel like it should. And they always die, and it's only minerals. I just don't know why players are so interested in taking a base that is minerals only, that's really wide open to attack. And I guess you can maybe kind of cover this lane and this lane by setting up tanks in this area, but I guess that's the biggest part of it. Wow, okay. So we're just gonna, I was gonna say, we're just gonna come in here. That's a lot of siege tanks. It's a lot of spider mines. We're gonna pick off some of the spider mines. These are +1 siege tanks. Ooh, the distance. These zealots go for a tank. They do drag a spider mine into the tank. That's a viable strategy. Zealot bombing the tanks, dragging spider mines into the tanks. Stasis is always good here too. There's a lot of stuff you can do. And see, look how wide open this stupid base is to attack. I hate it. It always dies. Every game in Citadel that I cast, it dies. Maybe not immediately like this, where it immediately died under construction. But I mean, you know, it's been up for a couple minutes, an army comes swinging in, wipes it out, and you're like, oh, okay, crap. Well, shoot. I just feel like these are easier to defend. Obviously, because narrow choke leads in versus... Ooh, we backed in a little bit. Backed in a little bit. Backed in a little bit. Spider Mines covering places where the Protoss wants to expand. Again, assuming the Protoss wants to expand right here. Ooh, good Spider Mine hit down this way. Wow, okay. So Light just said, no, you don't get to retreat from that position. You killed my base. I'm going to kill all your stuff. Light's up 141 to 120 supply. Dude, Light. Crushing right now. Abner, what's up in the Philippines? Hey, hey. I'm actually not sure. Is the Philippines still an American... You have any connection to America these days? I can't remember if you do or not. I believe there's... Ooh, yeah, I'm not sure. What's up, Oogie Boog? Doing great. How are you doing today? Sieging up. Sieging up. Literally sieging at this point. Getting closer and closer. 131 to 114 supply. When the Terran is up, the Protoss is in all of the trouble. More and more racks being thrown in. Fourth base already done on the right side. Third base up and running. Minerals only. Light recovered so quickly from that. It's a 3-basing Protoss. I do not see how Free comes back from this. The economic damage he took from the Vulture attacks was huge. The fact that this army got all chased down and murdered in this area is also really big. Light is just doing economic damage. He's winning his fights. Yes, Light did take down this command center, but in the long run of things, I don't think it's enough. It's too many bases from Light for Free to compete. Hey, yeah, absolutely. Thanks for showing up. All right, Light friends, gotta be feeling pretty good about this one. Pretty good about this one. I think the last PVT we cast on this channel, I think the Protoss won. I think it might have been Rain. Can't remember though. So the entire army is coming down this lane on the left side, which means this is really open for busting up here, sieging up here, threatening this base, and then the Protoss dies. So, or you can kind of just spread your entire army across the middle of the map and say, come at me, bro. That's something that could absolutely happen here. Arbiter Tribunal's on the way. Not ready yet. You don't even have any shuttles. You don't have any shuttles, Free. Like, how are you going to deal with these tanks? You can't just... Pure Zealot Dragoon will never work against a Terran who has this many tanks at this stage of the game. JLC in the house. How's it going, JLC? Yeah, it's looking good for Light here. Just base count alone, right? Economy alone. Scanning, scanning. Okay, so he sees the army swinging back to this right side, covering this position, which again, he left it uncovered for an uncomfortable amount of time, but Light seems to be going for a bit of a longer game, right? He's expanding down here to the 6th, or 6 o'clock position. That's going to be a 5th for him, though. Okay, so, yeah. Cohen, all right, fine. I guess you have Storm at least. Nice. Got Defensive Matrix up on one of these tanks on the front here. Does help it survive a little bit longer, which is always nice. Never the greatest thing in the entire world, though. More Storm coming in. More Storm coming in. Making Archons on the battlefield. Tank count is getting reduced quite heavily. Free continuing to march on in here. All the Zealots are almost gone. But the Vultures are gone. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Okay, unsiege the tanks to deal with... Ooh, High Templar got sniped. 112 to 94 supply. Terran's still up big time. This little group not going to have a great time of anything. Yeah, I mean, Archon taking full damage from the siege tanks. Both of them die pretty much immediately. Zealots come in, unsiege siege tanks, deal with those guys too. Pretty well, and you don't get the friendly fire splash in that situation. So hey. Hey. And that's it. GG. Free doesn't have enough to keep up here, and Light does end up getting the win there in 16 minutes. So yeah, excellent game by Light. And it all hinged on that 2 vultures, 2 slow vulture drop inside the main base of Free that got 8 probes. Absolutely disgusting. Then the follow-up drop was also great. This is why Falcons like do drops. Like, you don't do drops. What else are you doing in a game of StarCraft, man? What else are you doing? Yeah, Francis. Yeah, somebody recommended that last week. He just he said you should call it Fun Employed, and I'm like, I'm having fun. I mean, fun casting StarCraft, worrying about Losing my house is not particularly fun, but you know. I got some time. Got some time before that happens. Okay. Yeah, and then just units killed here is you outproduce the Protoss, you outkill the Toss Light. Come on. These numbers are just not doable if you're a Protoss at all. Light just kind of crushed him right in the face. Outspent the guy, too. If you are a Terran and outspend your Protoss opponent in 16 minutes, you pretty much just win. Bovine's like, hey, hey, congratulations, you won. And Somicron did win even more points. Incredibly enough. Somicron has so many points. By design, 2024-07-09, free versus light. Nice. Okay, let's see some Zerg representation here on the channel. Should we do that? We should do that. Okay, here's one. I don't know who this ddasik guy is. He's one of the guys that RJB really believes in as an upcoming player that might qualify for an SSL in the future. He just likes to give me a heads up that, like, hey, you know, this dude played somebody like Flash or Bisu or Light on the ladder and either gave them a hard time or straight up took them down. So I'm curious to see what this one's all about, right? What this ddasik guy is all about. What is it? What he can do here in this match? Yeah, I mean, yeah. Even if you've paid off your mortgage, you still have to pay property taxes. If you don't pay those, you lose the house. So yeah, nobody actually owns a house in America. It's fantastic. So we do have a... yeah, look at this. You're right. I assumed it was Flash Terran, but no, top left of Polypoid. It's a blue Protoss. It is Flash. What? Okay, this is exciting. And in the bottom left, it is a red Zerg. It's ddasik. He's new. He's got 400 APM. Flash is 500 APMing in our face here. Let's see who wins here. Prediction up. How's it going, Sonyo? I'm actually not sure if that's different. Like, if you live in a different country, I don't know. There's a lot of countries out there. I'm sure some countries don't have property tax. So yeah, you can totally own a house and it's yours once it's, you know, once the loan's paid off, or if you just paid for it all out of your own pocket in the first place. Yeah, farewell. Good spot. All right, overpooling is our guy ddasik here. They are chitter-chattering so hard. Yeah, that's right. If I lose my house and I'm homeless, then I can join the people as they march upon the bourgeois in the revolution. This is probably a better place to be, right? Good call, JLC. So overpool opening here from the Zerg going to be a little bit aggressive at the very least. Forge expand going to be extremely safe from Flash against an overpool opening. So good blind response from him. He finally gets the probe down here, sees the timing on the hatch, says, yeah, that is a pool first on some level. And there it is. He can tell it is overpooling. Ah, there you go. Woogie Boog says no property tax. And Monaco. Good thought, good thought. There's the expansion. Yeah, this is a great opening from Flash. What are they chatting about? I have some Korean-speaking peoples. I don't know if any of them are currently here. In the UK, housing prices are insane because they're linked to mortgage rates. I am fairly sure that housing prices are linked to mortgage rates in the US as well. Third base coming in pretty early, recognizing, okay, Forge Expand means I can't get pressured here by Flash at all. It seems they've stopped chitter-chattering, so that's nice. And here are the lings that you make when you overpool, because you have to make some lings when you overpool. That's the whole point of the build. If you didn't want to make lings early, you go hatch first. Alright. Oh, no! He's gonna jump on the cannon! What? Dude, you could have killed that cannon. 5 lings will kill a cannon, sir. 6 lings, I guess, considering one of them died to the cannon as it tried to make a run by. And City goes after some of the probes here, which is an interesting choice from ddasik. You bet 150,000 stuff points and you won 900, Omicron? That's hardly worth it. Why would you do that? You win with the loser's bet. All right. So that's... I really wish you could just straight up bet on something and win no matter what the other people are betting. Wonder if there's a way to change that betting system. I guess it does kind of try to... I mean, just try to kind of account for the fact that some wins are extremely obvious, and so you don't get rewarded for choosing it. So this Zealot's got 1 kill, gets a good scout off too, sees the lair. Now, I'm going to bet HydraDen. You're going to bet HydraDen? Come on, ddasik, make a HydraDen. That's a spire. Fine, the man's building a spire. It is a Stargate opening, but I don't know. You know how Falcon feels about the spire versus the Stargate argument. Yeah, Monaco's only $3 million. So yeah, property tax is cheap. You just have to have the cash to buy the property. So yeah, if you want to ask me what the problem was when my camera wasn't working when I started the stream today, I have no idea. None whatsoever. OBS was just like, I don't know. I'm not going to display this thing that I've been displaying for the last, 3 or 4 days for hours at a time. Just doesn't exist anymore. Computers are fun sometimes. What's up, Alessandro? We got Flash here off racing against the Zerg, ddasik, an up-and-coming player on RJB's list. Yeah, and it's really intended for larger betting audiences, right? I get that. I get that too, Omicron. So, Corsairs on the move out. +1 attack well on its way there. Templar Archives coming in too. We got ourselves some Scourge coming in. The Last of Us Part 1 on Steam is now available for $35. You know, I might do that, except I'm unemployed, so not making any purchases like that right now. This guy's stuck back here. Oh, totally stuck back here. Even Flash gets probes stuck, you guys. So $850 US a month for property tax. Yeah, that's more than I pay. Good grief. That is ridiculous. That is a crazy high property tax, sir. I do not envy you. Does it matter by province, or is that like a countrywide thing? Okay, so, ooh, love the fast DT, though. Look at this guy. Gets Storm. That's awesome. Makes a DT. That's awesome. Ooh, Argentina property taxes are rad. I'm going to move to Argentina. Let's go, Argentina. Argentina's a beautiful place. Okay, Corsair Ball is here. There are some Hydras out. Yes! So we are doing the Scourge. But we are also doing the Hydras. We are not doing the Mutalisks. No sunken. No sunken at this base. There's only one Overlord here. Where are the Corsairs? Get them, Corsairs. Swing down here. kill this one overlord, and then this DT can ruin this entire base. There's no other overlords here. Why are they over here? What are you providing over this way? That was an opportunity, I feel like. Also, just make a sunken for the love of all that is holy. What is going on out here? Now he shows up with a Corsair. Like, oh wait, there was one Overlord, and now it has speed, though. So he kills the DT's dead. He gets the Corsair, but the DT is dead. Ridiculous. Utterly ridiculous. Flyer Carapace is coming in. Scourge, no connections there. Only 2 Scourge. Ooh, and a free Overlord. Yeah, okay, that's a supply block. That's a supply block on ddasik here. Dude, 1 sunken at your bases. It's just, I don't know. I feel like you've probably played more StarCraft than I've ever cast in my entire life. That's some free Scourge, too. These are not free. Run! Ooh, there's a connection. 1 connection, no Scourge down, though. Or no Corsairs down. Definitely Scourge down in that situation. And then the man's like, you know what? There are 5 Corsairs out there with +1 flyer attack upgrades. Let me make some mutas. That's what I need. I need Mutalisks to deal with all of this. It's like, look, man, mutas aren't even that good against Zealots. They'll kill the Zealots given enough time, but dude, how you avoid taking drone losses, how you handle this is all of the Hydralisks. And if you're gonna make mutas to snipe High Templar, you need more than 3 of them. Okay, mine, he's making 3 more. That's great. What's up, PJ? Jack Cartwright was also unemployed. Who's Jack Cartwright? Scourge hunting. Hydras don't have any upgrades yet. Zealots have a +1 attack and obviously a speed upgrade. Dragoons being added in. He's really worried about Lurkers being part of this play, which he should be. Because, you know, Lurkers are a big part of this matchup. That said, I do not see any Lurker eggs, and I do not think I saw Lurker Aspect getting researched in the production tab. So, Dragoons might be a mistake here out of Flash. I know you're making an assumption that the Zerg player is going to have some Lurkers, and Dragoons are going to be really nice against that. But, man, who needs to pick off High Templar? We need to just dive bomb into the enemy base. Scourge connections are pretty good, and he flies through a storm with his last Corsair. Wow, nice Scourge connections there for sure. Got laid off. Deuce on face. One heck of a name, by the way. The group of about 20 other people. Why is my mustache itching my nose so much today? Third base warping in from Flash. Got the High Templar. He's replacing his Corsair. He lost about 5 of them there, which was brutal. That was horrible Corsair control. Queen's Nest coming in. Muta's alive, and there's only 1 Corsair to deal with him. I guess maybe 2 momentarily. Well, okay, good snipe on those High Templar. Pretty nicely done by ddasik. Gets another one. And goes back in for more. Nicely done. Didn't lose hardly any. I mean, to be fair, Mr. Deuce, they did discontinue my product, the one that I was the lead tester on and had been for the last 10 years. So, I mean, if there was a time I was going to get laid off by them, that was a good time for it. Because my project was gone. And tech has a lot of layoffs right now. Exactly. So just in general, if you're looking for someone to lay off, you can say, well, this guy spent all of his time on this one product and it's gone now. So what do we need him anymore for? Man, remember when I was like, our dude's not making any mutas at all. And then he made like a ton of mutas. That was awesome. And yes, he did wipe out a ton of High Templar. In fact, to the point that I'm not sure I see any High Templar in this group at all. Here comes one. Lurkers are on the way here too, so he did delay Lurker Aspect to go for all of these Mutalisks. Yeah, I mean, they could have totally switched me to another project for sure. Observers counting down. Does end up seeing the hive timing. Excellent scout by that obs. And a 5th base coming down the right side by ddasik. Christian, I don't know. That's a hard... I mean, here's the thing. I was not elite hacker, that's for sure. Yeah, Christian, I mean, it's not a... It's like all devs' jobs are now AI. There are dev jobs that are simpler than others, right? There are certain dev jobs that are pretty simple and probably easily done by AI today. If your question is when will most to all of developer jobs be AI, I don't know. Within 10 years, it feels like at this point. Like it's moving fast. Dude, this Corsair micro by Flash is kind of terrible. It's kind of suck. So yeah, the Corsairs are gone, and the Mutas, they come in and they snipe off the High Templar, and sure, all the Mutas are gonna die. Ooh, actually, they died a lot faster than I thought they would there. And suddenly, even without the High Templar, I'm not sure this base is gonna hold. More Lurker eggs, top of the ramp. Zealots are on top of your base. Having a couple Sunkens here would be pretty nice, ddasik, don't you think? Lings and Hydras trying to swing in from the right side bottom corner. Okay, good pickoffs there. Lurkers not getting a lot of work done. A lot of Zerg blood on the ground here. Storm putting in some serious work. The march on the 3rd base is intense. Lurkers just getting right jumped on. Adrenalings are in the house here. Dodging Storms, the Lings trying to do their best. One heck of a battle. But I think the Zerg is just running out of power, running out of steam. And yeah, got detection here. These Lurkers are just not going to do anything without Dark Swarm against these Dragoons. Psionic Storm's doing some stuff there too. Okay, then a ton of Cracklings roll in and actually clean this out. So yeah, the initial win was there by Flash, but the reinforcements were a lot faster from the Zerg because that's the nature of things. Another group of Zealots comes out. Again, they don't really, even with good upgrades, 1-2 upgrades here against 1-0 Cracklings, they're going to hold way better than they should. But with Hydra support doing a lot of work there too. He's used his tanks. Yes, he is. Yeah, Francis, that's true today, but I mean, is it going to be true forever? Question. So he held the base. He lost some drones, but he's still at 59, so whatever. 4, 5, 6th base coming in down south here. Flash pretty much happy sitting on 4 bases for now. Continuing to come down. It's just the traditional stuff here, right? It's the Storm. It's the Dragoons. And Archon has joined the party here in this later game. Picking off some reinforcements coming over this way. Love that. Look at this Lurker bouncing around like an idiot. We're just going to watch this guy get chased around and murdered. Not quite enough Protoss to do this. The Lurker Hydra is in numbers. It's going to work out for him. Dude, there are 2 more Storms in this High Templar. Never mind. I take it back. Everything's fine. Great Storm there again. And, did we lose our obs in this position? Might have lost our obs. No, there's an obs in this position. Good Storm. Man, what a scrappy battle down here at the 3rd. The Storms keep coming. Storm's his own Archon that's trying to summon onto the battlefield, just running into Lurkers. There we go. Obs repositions to scout those guys. Yeah, no exit, no problem. I mean, that's a Terminator problem, right? Terminator warned us about that back in the year 1992. Ling counterattack up here from ddasik. High ground against Flash. This base is in a lot of trouble. There's not enough Zerg here to kill it in a quick amount of time, but they will get it eventually. Ooh, Zealots running down here. That's when the Nidus comes into play. You thought this base was horribly undefended. Look at him split these Lings off too so they don't all get stormed. That was really, really good. Hey, what's up, ugly hobo? I got laid off about coming up about 7 weeks ago now. So yeah, been applying to jobs. Applied to about 150 so far, getting up to 160. Trying all sorts of different stuff: remote jobs, local jobs, different sectors of the job. market. Different jobs within different sectors of the job market. Haven't gotten an interview in about a month at this point. And, not looking good. So, hey, thanks for subscribing, KPerson101101 Flash Protoss. Continuing to roll in here. He's kept a lot of pressure on the Zerg player, but ddasik's done a really excellent job of continuing to macro behind it, not just focusing on his micro, trying to get more units out, flooding where he can. He's got the adrenal, and upgrades continue to show up here, too, for both players. Not sure that Archons are going to be particularly amazing against a Hydra-Ling Lurker composition, but if they can avoid getting, well, okay, hit by Hydras and Lings, I mean, at this point, no exit, no problem. It's gotta be Sziky, right? Sziky right now is looking as dominant as Flash ever did when Flash was at the peak of his powers. Sziky looks unfriggin' stoppable. And he's the heavy favorite to win SSL 1 and probably the heavy favorite to win SSL 2, which would give him 4 Premier Tournament championships in a row without ever looking that weak. What's up, Martin? Sounds good, Francis. That would be nice. Hey, $1 Veal. I don't know, man. I'm trying to figure out sound balance for those. It was really quiet, wasn't it? The YouTube sub sound is like incredibly quiet. I need to go dinking around inside those settings and figure out what's going on. Okay, so this base stays alive. That's a big win. Oh, these Lings are going to try to... They got 600 hit points left on that thing, sir. Good luck. Good luck. Yeah, I've heard similar things, Francis. We'll see, dude. I mean, sure, if I can just get 10 job offers after November 4th, that would be fantastic. Okay, Hydra's continuing to push out here. 3 attack, 2 armor. Good upgrades on the Hydras. The ground forces here are at 212 from Flash. He's working on a +3 because, of course, he is. No reason to skip that upgrade in this matchup, especially. But Zerg player, man, whole bottom half of the map is looking good. Like, that's when you feel good as a Zerg player, man. When you look across the whole bottom of the map, you've got 65 workers. You've got 6 bases. Then you can just produce constantly, flood constantly. You can't just blindly A-move against somebody as good as Flash is, even if he's off-racing as Protoss, because he'll just kind of stack you up and storm you to death. But, you know, go into areas where there's less... Like, this base is super exposed. My goodness. So this is why there are obs here. So you can see the move up this lane and be like, ah, crap. That base's shields are already pretty much gone, if they're not entirely gone. And yeah, it's Psionic Storm. So, it's not physical lightning. It, psionically screws with your brain and causes damage. I don't know. It's not reach. The ddasik sure feels like this should reach. Like, okay, wait. Reposition. Like, this should totally... He's like, this should totally friggin' work. Totally not working for some reason. That's actually very funny. It's like, come on. Come on. 190 to 175 supply, and Flash is feeling fine too, right? He's got 2 minerals-only bases, but Zealots are a big part of this comp against Zerg anyway. Zealots, especially inside Dark Swarm against these Lurkers, are going to be amazing. So for that reason alone, we've got them, and they trade really well against Hydras if they get into that battle. This drone kind of wants to expand up the right side, and I don't think we are anticipating a battle here, but here we go. Ooh, never mind. ddasik going maybe for a bit of a flank attack. I don't know where these guys are walking into a cannon. Okay, bye! And kind of disparate little forces everywhere. Left side's getting totally won by Flash. The majority of its forces are over there. And then on the right side, that's a huge win by ddasik, and then I really feel like we just wandered a lurker up here and some lings and they just died to these cannons. Oh gosh. Alright, who needs Dark Swarm when you have 10 lurkers and some hydralisks? Yo, who needs any of that stuff? Flash says, alright. Counterattack. If he's got 10 lurkers up there killing one base, he doesn't have enough to defend. If I go down to his third base, well, his fourth base and his natural Archon's doing some serious work. Hydras, I don't know if there are enough of them to actually deal with this Flash, man. Going to town. So that Nexus died, obviously. Swinging on. Is he repositioning? He's just like abandoning this area? He's running his army down the right side. Are you not going to come? Okay. I guess maybe we're just abandoning everything at this stage of the game. That hatch is dead. This hatch is dead. He's going to have to rebuild a bunch of his tech if he wants to do that. Nidus dies because the other end of it died here on the left side. Yeah, ddasik, if you're going to do that, he is. So he's throwing up a Hydra Den spawning pool defiler mound. There we go. So he is just completely sacking his main. Yeah, Andrew, that'd be nice, but I do feel like AI is coming for all of our jobs eventually. And again, it's not even something that has to come for all of our jobs to cause problems. If it comes for 30, 40% of our jobs as humanity, and 40% of us are out of work and unable to like feed ourselves or our families, that's the collapse of society, right? That's just not going to happen. So something has to change. We're on a course for problems for sure. Bit of a stacked storm there. Not the greatest thing. Why-hoss? You know, I'm a Toyota guy. I'm going to say the Corolla just for the reliability of the whole thing. I don't even know what a Challenger Demon Hellcat is. I know Challenger's a Dodge brand. Good job only leaving one Zealot to finish these buildings off. Smart stuff for sure. I like that they didn't kill this hatch. I'm like, well, if you want to build stuff here, go for it. Not that there's any gas in that. There's some minerals, I suppose. Okay, here we go. Zealots, Dragoons, Archons right in the face here. Is there enough to bust through? Flash feels like it is a bit of a narrow area for him, but jumping right on top of this lurker stuff. Going pretty well. This dude, he has, I was going to say, he hasn't used Dark Swarm yet, but there it is. I like that he runs the Hydras into the Dark Swarm to fight the Dragoons that were in the Dark Swarm, and then Flash backs out of the Dark Swarm and gives it to him. He should have, man. I don't know. There were lings too. Maybe don't stay inside of the Dark Swarm. Yeah, Francis, exactly. I have watched some CPG Gray videos about AI Christian. I feel like he's got more than one of those. Why-hoss noted. Yeah, I mean, one of my more wild ideas is that I think eventually enough jobs will be taken by robots and AI that the government will have to implement some kind of a universal basic income just so people can eat and live. Because if they don't, society collapses, and then what's the point of anything, right? We'll see. I don't know what to expect. But that's one thing that I kind of see coming based on the trajectory that we're following. What's up, Ramon? Bit of a scrappy battle here, but we got the lurkers, and now the Dark Swarm is here. So ddasik took about 27 minutes. Wow, to get to the Dark Swarm, and then as soon as he does, he gets flashed to GG out. ddasik. Seriously, I think the first Dark Swarm of the day was at 25 minutes of a 27-minute game, and he's like, well, I guess I built another Defiler mound. I should use this one. I didn't use the other one at all. I don't think this guy had researched Plague at all. That's nuts. Like, that's absolutely hilarious. He finally starts using Dark Swarm with lurkers, and Flash is like, well, this is bullcrap. He never rebuilt this base. He never expanded anywhere else. I think he was going for the throat, and then suddenly the Zerg's like, what if? Dark Swarm! And Flash is like, ah, beans. And he tapped right out of there. So ddasik gets the win. Again, this is why RJB sends me these replays. Is because weird stuff happened somewhere. And again, it doesn't necessarily mean that this player won, the unknown player won. It just means he gave a really good game to the pro. And again, this is Flash off-racing his toss, so not as strong as his Terran. But, I mean, this is Flash who competed in an ASL as random. as random. He didn't win it, but my goodness. Like, what a ridiculously, like, aggressively confident thing to do. That's why we love Flash, right? Excellent. Excellent. I can't leave the state, Christian, unfortunately. My custody agreement with the kids says that neither of us can leave the state at all. So, nope. Can't move to Texas. Once the youngest is 18, I could. But that's not for about another 10 years. Ooh. Snow and Noel. Lots of Noel stuff in here. What have we not done today? A TvZ? Yeah, I thought I was getting a TvZ earlier, but no. What do we want for a TvZ, folks? Scan, Rush versus Lights, a TBT. Ooh, a Queen and Light on Apocalypse. Let's do that one. On board. On board. I'm in Utah, Francis. Dun, 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 dun. We've got some shuttle replays, Doc Bravo. I don't know why you'd phrase it like that. All right, top side of Apocalypse, we got Queen. And on the bottom right side, it's Light. So Light looked really good against Free in that last match we did. Let's see how he does here against Queen, who's one of the better Zerg players in the entire world. You know, not in the finals of SSL, but he did win 2 ASLs back in the year 2020. So, I mean, he's pretty great, man. And this is, I think, from 2023. I mean, Texas homes are affordable, but their property taxes are bananas because they don't have state tax. So you don't do state income tax with them, but they will murder you on property taxes, from what I've heard. They make up for it in other ways. What's up, Bad Wolf? Yeah, you want to shoot me an email, Bad Wolf? I'll send you my resume if you want. I'm just at falconpaladin@gmail.com. We can talk about it. I don't know, Doc Bravo. I don't know, man. We haven't... BYU has not beaten Utah by more than 2 scores? 1 score? What was the final score in 2021? BYU Utah 2021. 26-17. So that is actually 2 scores. Okay, fine. So we did beat you by 2 scores back in 2021. But before that, it was 1996. They're always close. And even, I feel like Utah's going to be really, really up for that game in a couple weeks. I expect a really tough game. Your defense has been playing well. It's just your offense that's been struggling. So if it turns into a defensive slugfest, I think Utah's got a chance to win that for sure. Without a doubt, especially if there are turnovers. I mean, he's a freshman, Doc. Zach didn't look that good when he was a freshman either. It wasn't really until his sophomore year that he really figured it out. I'd say let Isaac give him a chance. I mean, his offensive coordinator just got fired, so obviously things aren't going well there, right? Just saying, Doc. All right, so hatch first from our queen. Pool coming in, extractor there. Light says nice. Let's go 1 Rax expander Rooney. Get that 2 base economy rolling hard and fast. And then, could we go mech? I feel like I've seen more mech in TvZs on this map than other maps. I don't know what it is. I guess maybe it's because there are these nice high ground positions you could put tanks on, and they're awesome. And you can put tanks here, like push down that way. I mean, it's there are a lot of places to tank siege, so I wouldn't be shocked to see that's what we're doing, but at the same time, there's no gas yet, so it really feels more like an SK Terran kind of a play. 2 Marine move out. Wow. I know I said I like early Marine pushouts from Terran, but 2 is a little bit weak, I would say. Yeah, 4 is better. With an SCV, let's go. This might be the last year of Kyle. Is it the last year of Kyle? I know he talked about retiring. He's old. But I also wouldn't be shocked if he decided to come back next year, too. It's hard to step away from something you've been doing for your entire life, you know? Alright, so there you go. 5 Marines and an SCV. Another Marine coming across here. This is nice. This is very interesting. Should probably force a Sunken out. Queen's like, oh my gosh, lost a Ling. Dicey stuff. Drones, I think I have to evac. Oh my gosh, they're getting pressed into service. Great position behind this mineral line, though. Okay, a couple of the Marines do die. 3 of them behind the mineral line are hard to deal with. Drones can't mine at this natural right now because of that positioning. SCP Micro's good, too. A little bit out of position there to body block for those Lings. There it is, back into position. That's a 2-kill Marine, 3-kill Marine. Not bad. Not a bad little push out. Good reaction from Queen, though. He handled it pretty effectively. Didn't lose. I don't think he lost a single drone there, which is really important, too. And he's just continuing to pump those Marines, man. Finally gets his gas up, gets an engineering bay in, because guess what? Aspire's on the way. Despite that early pressure, Queen was able to get to his lair, get to his spire, get his second gas up a little bit late. Again, because it was at the natural. So it's not going to be a ton of Mutalisks. I mean, for now anyway, it'll be about 5. And now that he's got his second gas rolling, he can keep that going if he wants to. But the question is, does he want to? And it's a question of preference, right? He is throwing up a creep at the front to make a Sunken there just because, well, here he comes. Light has decided not to leave Queen alone for any length of time today at all. This Zergling sees this, by the way. And there's the scan, as he's like, okay, so I did force a Sunken out of you. I don't have to engage there, but if I find the third base... Ooh, if I find the third base, this might be nice. Oh, man. What do I always say? You kill the Zerg's third base, you kind of win the game if you're Terran. Yeah, that's it. You're not saving it. You don't have enough mutas to... 4 mutas? He has to try. And he's... loses a Mutalisk for the effort. Oh, that cancels down. No, Queen. Oh, Queen, my friend. My friend. All right, Andrew. 11:57 p.m. off its trip to pick up your laptop charger. That sucks. Yeah, so Queen, I mean, look. I like to say the Zerg is dead when that happens because historically they're pretty dead when that happens. But it's not a guarantee. And Queen has 2 ASL wins. So, like... Look at this delay, though, man. Okay, so this group finally gets queened up. The drone comes back in. The medics all die. Oh, my gosh. The medic's blocking as much as she can before she dies, too. My dream job, honestly, is just casting StarCraft every day. I've been doing it for 10 years. I love it. I enjoy StarCraft. I never get sick of this. It is so fun for me. If I could just do this as my job, I would be happy. But I don't know. I think it requires a few more viewers than I have, yeah? The Mutas dive bomb into the main base. Try to take down a turret or 2. Can't 2-volley it. We are on 3-volley right now. SCBs get evac from the main base entirely as well. What? Wait, what? Did he cancel that third? Hold on. Quick rewind. And no. I don't think Sharp has much of a chance against Sulky, personally. He sent the drone back home. But why? Okay, I guess a little bit further. And yes, Lawrence. I did figure out... Okay, look. I did figure out that if you actually use the program NVIDIA Broadcast, it gives you a software green screen that programmatically removes the background instead of using a green screen that you physically have in the room you're streaming from, which is a absolute incredible bonus that Samacron showed me, and I'm internally grateful for that because it's awesome. Yeah, no exit, no problem. I'm down. If you want to set up some kind of an advertising deal for my channel, I am willing to talk about it. Send me an email at falconpaladin@gmail.com. I actually have somebody else who's a subscriber who's looking at setting up something too that way. So, absolutely, positively. And Yhas. I mean, Yhas, I don't know, man. Podcasting. I like podcasting. I like writing. I do like writing. Wouldn't mind writing for a living. So, yeah, so back to the game. Queen decided that what he wants to do is 2 base, try to +1 Muta take down Light. I don't know if I feel good about this from a Zerg perspective. Right? Like, even a little bit. Because Light's a monster, and Light's not just going to be like, oh no, a lot of Mutalisks show up. What will I ever do? He's working on armor upgrades for his Marines. He's got him in good positions. I mean, and you can kill a ton of SCVs here, but I don't think it's just going to be enough. I haven't yet, RLC Drew. All right. These mutas are making it a no-work zone here in the natural base of Light. Okay, hold on. This might actually be working for Queen a lot more than I thought it would. The money on Queen is feeling a little bit better about things now. Armor getting sniped down. Ooh, a Valkyrie is on the way. But if the armory is dead, no more Valkyries for you. Just the one that's being produced right this very second. Okay, good response to this whole mass Mutalisk thing that Queen's going for. Okay, Valkyrie, do not die immediately before getting any hits off. There we go. Got a hit off. There you go. Every rocket hit counts a lot here. Scourge, though. That Scourge wants a connection. No, the dodging. Oh, the Marines take it out. Excellent, excellent work. Muta's down here, picking off SCVs that are trying to build supply depots. Good heavens. Ooh. Okay, what do we got here? Look, he's like, do you have a third base and you're making all these mutas? You don't. Shock and awe. Man, at some point, you just kind of want a base race. Valkyrie. Okay, takes out one of the mutas. Ugh. Another muta goes down. The muta, another muta dies. Another muta dies. Okay, I think Queen... I just lost a bunch of mutas all at once there. 24 to 19 workers for the Zerg. He's got a better economy, but it is 2 bases, and we're going really fast into Hive all of a sudden from Queen 2. What is happening? Okay, Queen killed there. Valkyrie. I mean, repairing this Valkyrie so it doesn't die to 1 Scourge hit would be pretty nice. There we go. There's the repair coming in. Terran fans will be really, really happy to see that one. Hive's on the way. Like I already mentioned, I'm just surprised that it's on the way, is all. That's all I've got to say about it. No, Doc Bravo, I don't actually qualify for unemployment benefits because I got severance. And because I'm doing this. I make too much money from the YouTube channel to qualify for unemployment benefits in Utah. So, can't do it. I hear you, man. I hear what you're saying, Doc. Valkyries are good. What's up? Lucky Owl. How you doing? 38 likes. Let's hit some more likes on that like button. Tap it gently if you can. So lurkers are out. Defilers are coming in. Hey, look, the third base. Hey, it's coming in at 12 minutes. What is 74, Lucky Owl? Mutas. Mutas. Back again. Yeah, Utah's like, you have a side hustle that you're trying to use to support your family. No support for you. Like, but also I lost my job, so okay, bye. Thanks for nothing, Utah. Oh, well, hey, look. Saw this already. Third base of Queen under attack. What minute is it? And there's nothing in range to stop this at all. Oh, Lucky Owl's just keeping track of the view count. What's up, Lucky Owl? Thanks, man. I assume you're not in the woods today because it's not a Sunday. It's hard to be in the woods on a Monday. Unless it's a holiday, I guess. Or you took some time off. Dude, Sziky being on 2 bases at 13 minutes hurts my soul. It hurts it a lot. Okay. There's Adrenal on the way. There are Defilers coming in. Like, all of this is good from Queen. All of it. Except for the fact that the man is on 2 bases. And Light's on 2 bases. If Light was on 1 base, this would be amazing for Queen. It would all make perfect sense. Everybody would be so happy about it. Nice, Lucky Owl getting swole. Okay, and, I mean, fighting this is hard, but fighting this when there's Dark Swarm is going to be eminently harder, Mr. Light. Where is your Irradiate? Do you not have Irradiate? Have you not researched Irradiate? I feel like you should have Irradiate. Oh, you worked today. Didn't work out today. I'm totally misread that. How was work? Hope it was a good time. Radiate. Researching. On the way. Dude, Queen is going to win this thing because Irradiate hasn't been researched yet at 15 minutes. What's up, Ralph? Dude, yeah, this Queen micro is insane. I cannot believe he's winning these battles. I mean, yes, it's mostly Marines trying to fight against Cracklings and Lurkers. Good luck with that, boys. But the Lings are... oh, crikey. Oh, crikey. Ah, Queen says I should be a reseller on eBay. That is some true business. That is some true business. And then there's a Plague. What's up, Suga? Okay, finally Irradiate's coming in as Dark Swarms and Plague start happening. So this was a spell-less TvZ until about 10 seconds ago. Now it's nothing but spells all the time. And then Light is like, how are you doing this on 2 bases? And Queen's like, I'm just that good, bro. And that's it. Like, that's it. Are you serious? Dude, Light is chatting his face off right now. Yeah, look, I got Severance, so I still do have the money for groceries as of now. I'm not really at that point, but I appreciate the suggestion, Woogie Boog. And there it is, man. Dang! Queen just 2 base defeated Light. Yeah, he's got a 3rd base now, but he just made these drones, and he's gotten no resources off of these patches. He had his 3rd base canceled twice. Twice! And he wins anyway because Zerg is OP. My goodness, that was insane. It came down to this thing right here, right? Where he was pushing the Terran back with the Lings, with the Lurkers. He had the Adrenal, which was really important. Just kept pushing and pushing and pushing, pushing. Irradiate wasn't done yet. Queen was desperately trying to get Dark Swarm up, trying to get Plague done. And once that was done, boom, this SK Terraner was dead. So yeah, Light, he just delayed Irradiate too much. And the Zerg gets the win. That's nuts. That is an absolutely crazy, 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 crazy TvZ. Dang. Did not expect that at all out of our dude Queen. But I mean, he won 2 ASLs. They can't really count him out of any situation. So yeah, I guess I should have an addendum to my rule that says you can lose your 3rd base twice in a TvZ and still win if you are Queen. If you are not Queen, or Sziky, I suppose, then you're just dead. Because that was crazy. All right, what do we got next here? Ooh, we should probably get into some of the user-submitted replays from Sunday that I didn't get to on Sunday because we had a lot of submissions. We did this on Sunday. We did that on Sunday. We did this on Sunday. We did this on the previous week. We didn't do this one. Boltzmann, Hundo, Nubinator. It's a big WAN. A lot of PBT. Fastest map, 3v3. No Zerg representation at all. So I am curious to see what this one is all about from the big WAN. Bum, 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 bum. It's gonna be a fastest map. So top left, it is a pink Protoss player. Frijolero 123. His teammate in the bottom right, all the way down here, is Perro del Camín. Perro is dog in Spanish. I don't know what Camín is. And then we got Big One on the right side playing Terran to rep out that team. Team 2 is Nubinator, who is a red Protoss. We've got one Hundo P next door, who's also a Protoss. Oh no, the teams are different. Ah, screwed up the thing. Hang on. I can fix this. Veet is requesting a Falcon tournament with money prize. I don't have enough money to throw into a tournament right now. Veet, I'm unemployed. But it's a fun thing to suggest for sure. Yummy Funny Bunny's in the same boat. Yeah, I got laid off in September too. Okay, are we fixed? We're fixed. Okay, so the teams are actually Frijolero, who is a pink Protoss, Perro del Camín, who is another Protoss, and one Hundo, who is a Protoss. Team 2 is Boltzmann playing Terran, Big Wan playing Terran, and then Nubinator playing Protoss. Yeah, Warhammer stuff is great. I'm almost through the Horus Heresy, you guys. If you want to see me talk about the Horus Heresy, listen and watch to the Falcon Paladin Hour. We've been talking about the Horus Heresy every week for months now, as we're reading through the entire thing. But I like, what do I like? I like other StarCraft channels. I like Executor Neural. I like Giant Grant Games. He does StarCraft 2 stuff that's really fun. I like Ryu, who does Mario stuff and other stuff, usually Mario Maker stuff. I like channels that analyze TV shows and movies like CinemaSins or TV Sins, Cinema Sticks. Yeah, a lot of channels out there that I do like watching on the YouTubes. You know, that sounds like a pretty good end of this thing, Suga. We all end up being streamers and the bots throw bits at us. That's not a bad way to end, I would argue. Could definitely be worse. Alright, so Nexus fasting down here is Perro del Camín. He also has a forge to try to stay alive against early Ling Marine type stuff. Of course, there are no Zerglings in this game, so the early Ling stuff is not much of a consideration. What's up, Daniel? Could herd Zergs, could herd Zerglings with my free time. Yeah, I kind of like the angry video game nerd Lawrence. I'll watch him every once in a while. Been watching him for a long time, so yeah. Yeah, a Discord server is an app on your phone. You can also access it through a browser, an internet browser too. It is you can install it on Windows and I think on Mac too. It's just a chat program slash video call slash voice call type stuff. Kind of like the evolution of TeamSpeak and stuff from back in the day. IRC AOL Instant Messenger, etc., etc., etc. Ooh, Doc Bravo thinks I'd be a salamander. Yeah, I'd be down with being a salamander. I mean, obviously, kind of the basic answer is Ultramarines. I do like the Ultramarines a lot. And what they stand for. Ah, Woogie Boog, you're good. Don't worry about it. Colonia contra ataca. Nice. It's an angry video game nerd in Portuguese. So we got a big move out here. Suddenly, bigwan's got a lot of Marines. Nubinator's got a bunch of Zealots. And our guy Boltzmann's got some Vultures we're bringing down. And this guy went Nexus first. But he did get a Forge. He does have cannons. Does he have enough cannons to stay alive? Here is the question. He's going to fall back. Going to wait for his Marine buddies. Maybe wait for some of these Vultures to show up. The Vultures are like, what if? What if? They got too much, says Nubinator. We cannot engage. We cannot engage in here at all. Hit those gateways, he says. They're not really protected by cannons all that much. It's a good spot. It's a really good spot for sure. Oh, nice. The angry video game nerd knows the Colonia contra ataca. Excellent. Okay, so the 2 of the gateways get wiped out. There's still 3. Zealots of 100 are pushing in on our guy who's got a lot of spider mines and vultures. Oh, what a hit. He's just eating these spider mines like they're nothing. And then the vultures are hitting him too. Oh, God. I mean, maybe Hundo, maybe fall back, man. Maybe don't try to go in here. Oh, look at this out of Boltzmann. Boltzmann and Bigwan are people that play with us on the Sunday streams. We actually do play live games on Wednesday as well. Great Spider-Mine connections here on the Falcon is Unemployed stream, or Fun Employed stream, as it is called today. So trying to throw up some pylons in the middle of his frijo, but don't see that working out for him all well. Yeah, this is just, it's a tough attack from Pink. It's just not... Just threw away a ton of Zealots for effectively nothing. A counterattack would kill him pretty easily. So everyone's like, hey, you know what? We realize that too. We're good players. Let's head on up there. And got some fire bats from Big Wan. Big fan of that. If this guy's going heavy Zealots, what's up, Nick T? Happy day 13. Falcon is Fun Employed. Yeah. 4 Phoenix, I think, stopped playing StarCraft. He had hand issues. 4 Phoenix was fun. Yeah, this, not enough cannons. Not when you're getting triple teamed, I'm afraid. Are there enough cannons when you're getting triple teamed to this stage of the game? I don't think there are. I really think this is just the nature of, even if you'd had all your Zealots from before, even if you had a few more cannons, I still think you're dead. Like, we're not getting any help from Hundo or Pero at all. Look at this. Vultures holding the center of the map, spider mining things up, keeping these 2 allies away from trying to save their buddy. That is some good positioning for sure. So, yeah, Frijolero is dead. He's got a single probe running. He's got enough money to build a couple Nexuses if he wanted to. But wiping him out entirely is pretty good. Hey, look, a couple Nexuses if he wanted to. He has enough money to make, like, more Nexuses if he wanted to. Beyond these dos that are at the top side here. Scout for it, Big Wan. Big Wan, you got to scout for these Nexuses at the 12 o'clock. They're really in a great... They're really vulnerable is what I'm saying. Oh, I don't know about coming in here with Vultures, dude. It's a lot of cannons down here. Way more cannons than your Vultures can handle. So they're spider mining stuff up. Trying to bait some Zealots into them. Okay, good. Oh, these guys do not know what to do with slow Zealots versus spider mines. They just run them right on in. It's not like Zerglings, dude. I mean, you can trade Zerglings into spider mines pretty cost efficiently because Zerglings are so cheap. It's harder to be cost efficient at all with Zealots against spider mines. Good grief. So, mass Vulture play looking good. The Marines are like, we'll fight this. We'll fight everything. Rah, says Big Wan. Take this, crazy, stupid Zealot. And, I mean, that's just horrible. Horrible anyway. Nubinator could probably join this party, and it would go pretty well for everyone, but he's interested in more hanging out. Maybe making some macro rounds. back home. I mean, making stuff is never a bad thing in StarCraft. He is throwing up a Stargate, more cannons, getting some High Templar in the party. It's just slow zealots and cannons down here for Pero del Camin. Oh, the Dragoons are out, though. Hundo P transitioned into Dragoon during his bit of pause in the action here. Everybody decides to come back and maybe... Okay, never mind. Bigwan's still here, folks. Woo-wee! Just eating those zealots like they are a delicious burrito from Pero del Camin. Yeah, this is just a... This is a good teamwork 3v3 game. Undoubtedly that. Firebat tries to get down here on those probes. No. Not allowed. Not at all. 100 P. Oh, cutting off retreat? And then sandwiching him? Ah, Noobinator. Noobinator. Oh, trying to slip away down here to the south. Spider-Man connection on 3 of those Dragoons. Really crazy hits there. That was awesome. And all the Dragoons die, and the Marines are still pushing the gates. I don't know if they want to move into these cannons. Yeah, this is where the Marines start dying at this stage of the game, when there are 0-0 Marines getting dragged into cannon walls. It's a bad experience. And then some DTs get swinging on up in here. The siege tanks have arrived along with the scans. Now there are siege tanks. Now the cannons are all in big, big trouble. And our guy, Frijo's trying to rebuild down here in 100's base. He's also at 12 o'clock, so... Might as well have multiple redundancies, I suppose. But yeah, I mean, look, what do I always say about fastest map? Once there are a hajillion siege tanks inside your main as Protoss, you're pretty much just dead. Ooh, Storm Drop. Storm Drop. Very nice out of Noobinator. Still 76. Nope. Still 5. Nope. Still 38 workers. For Hundo, it's a good pull. He needs to probably put them back in unless there are still High Templar in that shuttle. Yeah, going back in is too gosh darn dangerous. Oh no. Oh yeah, this game is ending very quickly. Slow siege in, re-siege up. And finally our Corsair. Oh, Corsair versus Corsair battle. Somebody must win. Oh my gosh, he did come back in. Okay, but only 5 workers died there. Still a bunch of probes hiding. So yeah, too smart to send all of his workers back to work when it wasn't safe to do it. That was a very, very intelligent play. Continuing to push in, and all right, One Dundo says, that's it. We're done. What's up, Suleiman? Thanks for continuing to be a channel member. Here comes the attack. The counterattack on the south side. DTs and Zealots. Oh, my Marines. Hope the tanks. Bigwan. Okay, never mind. It all worked out anyway. More tanks are joining the party here. Bigwan has his own tanks joining the party here. How foregone a conclusion is this? Pero del Calamin has left, and that is your GG at 12 minutes. So, nicely done by Bigwan and friends. Getting a victory in a match that was, you know, pretty good. Pretty well done there in a 3v3. What else do we have down here? We watched that Bonus game. We watched the Kogut game. We watched that. We watched that one with Sadistic Love. We did the 2v2v2v2 on Big Game Hunters on Sunday. Oh, here's an interesting one. So this is Bigwan's here, Sliverwolf is here, and #1 Cross Fanboy is here, which is very interesting. I wonder who that is. Who's #1 Cross Fanboy? Because WK Cross is insanely good. Okay, we're good. So this time, top left is a yellow Terran player. It is WK Cross. Under this name, we learned who it was on Sunday. His teammate, bottom left, is a pink Zerg Sliverwolf. And then we have Don't Leave Please, who's a Protoss on the left side here, too. Team 2 is Defiler Mound, who finally gets some Zerg in this game. We also have a blue Terran, whose name is #1 Cross Fanboy. Don't know who it is. In the top right, it is bigwan, playing Protoss. Apparently, there's some lag here, so Defiler Mound is asking the obs to please leave. What's up, Chobo Avenger? You're guilty as charged, are you? Are you the #1 Cross Fanboy? Is this you? Oh, it's a Chobo game. Nice. What is up? What is up, Chobo Avenger? Oh, Johnny. Johnny joined the Discord server. Looks like he's a patron. Oh, did he leave? No, he's still here. Okay, good. There we go. Nice. Somebody joined the Discord server, and it looks like they're a patron, so probably somebody that's watching. All right. What do we got here, Chobo? What are we doing? Got some Marines out. Early pressure is the name of the game. Zealots coming at you, so that's a good idea anyway from Don't Leave Please. Man, WK Cross is just, he's scary. That's all there is to it. He's going straight up mech opening, getting those vultures out fast. Going to be really hard for any enemy Zealots or Marines or Zerglings to get anything done against mass vulture controlled by WK Cross. But the problem is, you don't get vultures out super fast because factories are tier 2 tech. But in fastest map, it's pretty fast. Cannon up on Don't Leave, please. Here's Defiler Mound. He's like, I don't like that positioning at all. Okay, there we go. Vultures are out. Oh, and then the lings. Wait. What? Real fast. Okay, so yeah, some Zealots did come over here on Chobo. The bunker got delayed. Got a vulture out to try to fight with it. He's trying to go mech 2. And then it's really difficult with one vulture, so Defiler Mound comes in with his lings and helps to clean this thing out. Okay, that was good. That was good stuff. You know, I actually don't do Costco or Sam's Club. I hate Costco because they rearrange their store out. Their store layout every time I go, and so I stopped going because I just want to go in and get some food that I know where it is and leave. They make me hunt around for stuff I'm looking at for, and it's a good marketing technique because then you go past other stuff you might not want to buy, and you buy that instead, but I don't want to do it. I'm out on Costco and on Sam's Club. I just buy my stuff at Walmart. This is a pretty big attack from Defiler Mound. Sliverwolf, no! Ah, this is the nature of ZVZ, though, man. Sometimes in a ZVZ, you just get a bunch of lings that show up, and you're not quite ready for it, and you thought it was going to be Hydras, and then it's not Hydras. And then all of your stuff dies, and you end up with no drones and not enough money to build a new hatch, and you're trying to be saved, maybe? Like, maybe WK Cross could come down and save your butt, but he's too busy trying to take down Chobo Avenger. But Chobo's pretty well defended here, too. Vulture versus Vulture fights are pretty common in TVT, but we don't do a lot of TVTs, so they are strange. Yeah, if these hatches all die, Silverwolf is dead. Silverwolf is pretty dead right now, just not fully dead. Blah. Lings triggering spider mines like an absolute boss. Yeah, like 4 spider mines for 1 Zergling. That's great out of Defiler Mound. This guy knows what he's doing. He's dragging spider mines with these Lings like crazy. If you can drag spider mines into enemy vultures too, that's even cooler. Ooh, drones are running, but there's not enough money to build a new hatch from Sliverwolf. It doesn't matter. Get the hatch. There we go. Defiler Mound is on top of it. He's on top of finishing off that final hatchery. Bit of a run-by attempt here by Chobo. Are you just gonna... she's like, I can't win that fight, but I can maybe run in here and kill a couple SCVs before these vultures get wiped out. Yes. Killing the SCVs on gas. Slowing down the macro of WK Cross. That's what we're here for, folks. Excellent job here by Chobo. Ooh, he's still back here, too. It's like 7 kills on that vulture. Not bad at all. Big old counterattack here from number 1. Nope, from Don't Leave Me, Please, right? And Cross on top of Silverwolf gets eliminated, and Defiler Mound under attack by 2 players at the same time. How does he only have 2 Sunkens? Well, it's mainly because he... 3 Sunkens. Made a lot of Zerglings to try to be aggressive, and he didn't have enough money for static defense. 'Tis the nature. I think Silverwolf is actually Monster Farewell. Silverwolf is Connor. And I think there's another Silverwolf too, actually. So many Silverwolves. Okay, I don't know if you want to fight these Sunkens with your Vultures, but alrighty then. I guess you're maybe too busy microing on this side of the map. It's a 3v2, but one of the players is WK Cross. Dude, this Dragoon... Alright, he's alive. Drone count not... Okay, drone count is brutalized. He has 5 drones? I guess he didn't have that much of an economy anyway because he built the Sunkens, he made a ton of Lings, and then he must have lost a bunch in that attack, but what's up? Boom! What is up? Ooh, now Siege Tank versus Siege Tank battles. Lings on support. Defiler Mounds, I don't have an economy, but who needs an economy? I have 6 Zerglings at the 7-minute mark. Siege mode is done here from our guy Chobo. Bark. Bonk. Winning that battle. There's still this bunker, man. This bunker is worth its weight in actual gold. That bunker has done some serious work today for WK Cross. Get a bunker, folks. I play fastest map sometimes, boom. But I kind of get frustrated by the fact that when you're Zerg, either you be aggressive or you be defensive, and if you're aggressive, you can't defend at all. And if you're defensive, you can't be aggressive and you can't help your teammates at all. So, Defiler Mount here helped his teammates, and he killed Silverwolf, but then he left himself open to attack, and he has 8 drones, and he's, like, pretty much toast. So, I don't enjoy that aspect of fastest map all that much. Cheese Boy, what up? What is up, Cheese Boy? The stream auto-played a different video. Wait, what? Auto-played off a random video? Nice! I'm getting the stream recommended on other videos. What was the video, Cheese Boy? Suga. Having an economy in this economy? That reminds me of one of my favorite memes. What was it? Like, cuatro leche? Cinco leche? Yeah, here it is. Of course that doesn't actually... You can't post images into Twitch chat. Heavens for Betsy, you can't. That is a ginormous link. What if we try to shrink it down a little bit? Ooh, that's... Oh, that was better. Fine. Yonk. Yonk. There's the meme that I enjoy. It is in Spanish. I do not speak Spanish, but I like it a lot. Okay, so we've settled down a little bit. It's still 3v2, except Defiler Mount isn't really participating because he has 9 total supply. WK Cross survived some early aggression with a combination of Lings and Siege Tanks, and I guess Zealots here. Bigwan's got a bajillion Zealots. Tell me the man has speed. Bigwan, my friend. He does have a Citadel, so he probably has speed. He also has some Reavers up the top here, which is nice. What's up, Gamenak? Gamenak the Maniac. How long can using Skyflow get me into the market? Says Psychonauts. What the heck is Skyflow? I don't know if he has the double Citadel build here, Psychonauts. I think it's a little bit too advanced from Bigwan, quite possibly. The replay break? Why are we hanging out? Why is this one SCV attack? The replay totally broke. That's why it calmed down. Dude, that SCV just killed a Zealot. Wait, hang on. Check the worker. Oh, yeah. Rewind! Fix it! Fix it. Fix it. Does it appear fixed? It kind of appeared. No, it does not appear fixed. Wow. It is still freaking broken. Skyflow is the ad I get before every video. I have no idea what Skyflow is. I've replay broke at 10 minutes? Okay, let's try it one more time. Click. On ×2 speed. We saw this already. We saw the death of Silverwolf already. I mean monster. We saw this attack where he barely held on with like 3 Sunkens and fighting with drones, and then all of his drones died, but he had some drones left, which is nice. Right, so everything's fine, right? We're building workers. Everything's okay. And yeah, ads are definitely localized. And attached to your algorithm, too. So they'll try to recommend you stuff that you like. Except for friggin' Hero Wars, which I have told YouTube to block every single Hero Wars ad I have seen for years now. And it still serves me new Hero Wars ads when they're put on the market. Like, you would think at some point, YouTube, you would recognize, this guy doesn't like Hero Wars ads. We'll stop giving them to him. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Still get Hero Wars ads when a new one arrives. When they make a new garbage piece of crap, barely disguised fetish advertisement for their fake game, it shows up as an ad, and I block it, and then it goes away forever until a new ad is created in their dungeon hole, and it shows up again. Ridiculous. Okay, are we broken? We're broken. Ah, Sziky is busted. Lame. The lamest of lame. Alright. Sorry, Bigwan. I imagine this was a really impressive win against WK Cross, but the replay is broken. Crazy broken. How about this one? Gatito Azul. We did that one. We did Nibbler 1v1. We did a... No, we did not do. We did not do a 23-minute ZVZ Aejong versus MK. Let's do this one. Get this one. I actually don't get Clash of Clans ads at all. It's all Hero Wars that I tell Google I hate. What's up, Bigwan? Your replay against Cross with Chobo is broken. I even tried to fix it and it didn't work. Very sad. Top right, it is a brown Zerg player. It is Aejong. And in the bottom left, it's a yellow Zerg player. It's mjkmkmm, etc., 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 etc. So, who wins? Who wins this one? Aejong or mjkm? Long ZVZ. What are these shenanigans all about? That's right. Somebody sent me a long ZVZ for shenanigan reasons. Oh, the one where you're on the same team with Chobo, Bigwan. You're playing Protoss, he's playing Terran. You got a guy named Defiler Mound on your team. Sliverwolf's on WK Cross's team, but he gets Ling rushed and killed early. Exactly, Suga. I don't get it. And the worst thing is, if it was an actual brand, if friggin' Hero Wars was a brand like Coca-Cola or like Samsung or something, I could block the brand. And it would block all future stuff from that brand. But Hero Wars submits all their ads individually, not under a brand, probably so you can't do that. It's the dumbest system in the entire world. Man, what's up, Richard Button? Yeah, man, Chiefs are doing chiefy things. Okay, it's a hatch for... Wait, what? Whoa. Aejong goes hatch first inside of his main. What? Why? What benefit does this possibly give you? I mean, more larvae inside your main, but sounds good, Haas. Yeah, again, with the Chiefs, I really feel like ownership realized that offensive players are more expensive to pay than defensive players. And so they just got a lot of really good defensive players and hired Spagnola and was like, we can just be great on defense. And with Patrick Mahomes, we'll be good enough on offense, even if he has garbage to throw to all game. And it's working. And they don't have to pay any super pricey receivers. And it's kind of genius by them, and I hate it. I really miss when the Chiefs had an explosive offense. It was really fun. Now it's garbage. What's up, Nebster? Yeah, that Hail Mary. Game and Act from Jaden Daniels. That was an amazing play. Absolutely amazing play. Here, I'll put the link to the tweet in the chat for football fans. Yeah, that was amazing. I watched it live. I came in the fourth quarter and I was like, all right, this game's over. Jenny Daniels is running around back there at his own 30, like dancing and weaving. And I'm like, dude, you got to throw the ball. The time is up. You can't just dance forever. And then it worked. It was amazing. Okay. Macrohatch coming up inside the main. Bunch of lings out. Okay, so... It's like it's a... Sneaky. He's trying... Oh, okay. Well, I think he tried to hide how many lings he had by blocking the ramp and keeping these guys back here. Nope! MJK totally got in here, man. I did see that, Wyos. That was really funny. Yeah, and he sees the gas has been taken off, and he knows it's a speedling all-in now. So he throws up a sunken. He's not going to make any more drones for a minute. He's going to try to get another sunken up before these lings get here. Metabolic boost is not done yet. So he's got a bit of a minute. This is... Come on. Come on. So yeah, it's a macro hatch speedling all-in off of one base. What is this all about? Yeah, surprising. Hey, surprising that he didn't get cut today because, dude, you can't be taunting the crowd when the play is live, you moron. Get into position. Absolutely crazy. New patron. Nice. New £4.50 member, Jan. Thank you, Jan. 20 minutes ago is now a patron of mine at £4.50 a month. Is that what it is? Is it £4.50? I don't even know. I'm not even sure if Jan's in here, but thank you if you're watching. Much appreciated. Patreon.com/Falcon Paladin. Yeah, Caleb Williams' offensive line is garbage. I'm not sure how many quarterbacks could do, like, stay upright back there, let alone throw for 300 yards. But they've been bad all season. I mean, it's not really a surprise for the Bears. Nice. Game and Act. Way to win your fantasy league. Okay, so it doesn't work, but he got map control, kind of. So he's trying desperately to expand behind this. Another Ling gets in for a scout. He sees no gas. He sees no lair coming in. He sees the second base. And he says, all right, so I'm going to sunken up. I'm going to get some gas. I'm going to get some Mutalisks. And I'm going to shut this thing down. And then Aejong's like, what up? Let's go for it. Full send. Trying to get a surround on these Sunkens. One of them does go down, but the Lings are fighting on the other side of it. The brown Lings are dying way too fast. 2 more Sunkens pop up. And he holds it. That's humongous. I don't know, Christian, but we did end up getting... We've got a professional NBA team and a professional NHL team now. So next up is football, probably. Or baseball. They're talking about baseball, kind of, too. Oh, good. You are here. I'm glad to hear that my channel helped you rediscover StarCraft. So, yeah, thank you, Jan. John. I don't know how to say your name exactly, but I appreciate it. Thanks for becoming a patron. Awesome, awesome stuff. And, yeah, out on Twitch, too. Rad. Always glad to see supporters out on Twitch and on the YouTube. So, okay. So, we did get some gas. We're getting a lair now. So, the lair is actually ahead for Aejong right now. Come on. I need you to, like, pop up a lair immediately. Now. Go. Go? For the love of all that is Zerg right now, go. Okay, he doesn't actually want a lair. All he wants to do is build a Hydra Den. Okay. Fine. We go Hydra Lurker against the inevitable Mutalisks that Aejong is going to build, I guess. Seems like a fine idea. Not going to complain too much about that one. You're welcome, Suga? I don't know what that means. Are you happy about that, or are you sad about that? I mean, but you also did a Keck face, so there's that going on. The Mountain West issues a public reprimand to Wyoming football. What did Wyoming football do? We played Wyoming earlier this year. They weren't very good. They're still not very good. This is a horrible argument. To his public criticism of game officials. Oh, he criticized the refs. Meh, lame. Coaches should be allowed to criticize the refs. The refs are adults. They can handle a little criticism from head coaches, I say. So sporn up, because again, we know there's a Spire on the way. There was also a Hydra Den from Aejong, though. Are we gonna get Devourers today? I mean, it's not really a scandal, Christian. Again, he just said the refs were garbage, and the Mountain West didn't like that very much, so... Deal with it, ya pansies. Ah, yes. Ling versus Ling battles. Knife fight in a phone booth. Little bits of micro matter so much in those fights. Sometimes, if there's no micro, the random takes over. Okay, so the man is actually not building mutas with his Spire. He is getting a Queen's Nest here at 9 minutes, though. What's up, Gamer Chicken? So I might end up getting some Devourers here after all, and some Guardians. Third base, bottom right. Really, really vulnerable to dying. This is a ninja expand, if ever I have seen one in my years and in my days. And believe me, I have seen many of them. Many in my day. So, Macro Hatch... Not even bothering with the Spire. I mean, we don't know that because the layer's not done yet. Oh, he is making 2 mutas. Why would you build 2 Mutalisks? Okay, Lurkers are sort of the answer to these Lings and these Hydras. Hey, what's up, Jack? Yeah, these spores, I mean, they'll provide detection against the Lurkers, which is actually pretty nice. Ooh, hold position your Lurkers. Bait them out. Spam stop on your Lurkers and go brah and win the game. Don't let the Lurkers attack early. Don't let him know what he's getting into here. He's probably hearing... Okay, well, there you go. Never mind. These mutas appear entirely to be for hunting overlords. 2 mutalisks will kill an overlord fairly quickly. Overlord speed's coming in from MJK because he's like, oh, I don't want that to happen again. He is so blind right now, though. Look at this. Look at his vision. This is it. He's in 2 bases. He knows he has lurkers and lings outside of his front, and he's like, he doesn't know if there's a base down here or up here. He doesn't know if the Zerg player's expanding a million times or macroing behind this or nothing. He is so blind right now. It sucks. So, he moves out with a bunch of Hydras, and Aejong's like, nah, I don't want none of that smoke, and he runs for it while getting a hive. All right, so Aejong decides you can actually have this area if you want it. It's for yours. And lurkers, I mean, they're pretty good against... Ultras are pretty good against lurkers, but still... Not a fight you really want to take with an Ultralisk, you know? Depends on how many there are, obviously. As a hush falls over the battlefield here, desperately waiting for the hive to finish so we can upgrade this into a greater spire. And make a ton of Guardians and kill these Hydralisks. Harder to do that than you might think. Just because Hydralisks can shoot up. And anything that can kill a Guardian is pretty good against a Guardian. Hey, Dalaviel, thanks for the 400 bits. What's up? That's right. Got to keep those lights on. My power bill's pretty low these days. Not keeping the lights on that long. The air conditioning's not running anymore, so that helps. Yes, Clay, I got laid off about 7 weeks ago. And we're streaming 6 times a week now. Just trying to see if we can make this streaming thing a bit of a career for me. Third base? No. Absolutely shut down. Base here? Why not? Why not base here? He still doesn't know about this one. Aejong, he's even defending it now. It's not even that. All right, so MJK is like, this is dumb. I gotta move out, try to get some work done. See if I can make this happen. There it is. Greater Spire, Defiler Mound. Oh, a little bit of Plague. A little bit of Guardian stuff. Would I play Squid Game to earn money? Like the Squid Game? Like one person survives and gets the money and everybody else dies? No. I have kids to worry about. I can't play the Squid Game. Yeah, hiders are pretty... Sometimes you get hiders in ZVZ. It's usually if a player's Spire is delayed and he can't really keep up with a Muta, then he'll try to go hiders, and it usually doesn't work. But hiders are not that weird in a ZVZ. He's trying to keep, you know, make sure a drop doesn't come up over here because MK has actually researched drops. Behold the sound of drops. Okay, but actually you gotta load these guys up if you want to go for drops, man. Just throwing that out there. I love the group of... Oh, it's 4 Mutalisks now. I apologize. I thought it was 2 Mutalisks. No, it's definitely 4. Adrenals coming in here, too. Man, Adrenalings against Hydras is entirely unfair. Entirely 100% unfair. Okay, all these Overlords coming up this way. Why do you think that is? Aejong, what could the reason be? And then... Terrible, abort, run, horrendous drop, worst drop ever in the history of mankind. Good grief. Yeah, unloaded like 2 hiders into that mess. They died immediately. Lost 2 Overlords, possibly full of dudes. Ooh, is he going to drop in the bottom right? What's he doing here? Oh, is Aejong Julia? I don't know. Nobody has said that to me when I did some Aejong games on Sunday. But maybe that is the case. Yeah, I mean, we're just dealing with drops so effectively right now. Some Guardians are coming in, a little bit of Scourge action, a little bit of Plague, a little bit of Adrenal. Aejong's like, let's go. Let's get the full power of the Zerg tech tree in a ZVZ, which is something we never do. We never get this. Oh, we made a Guardian over here. I mean, it's still 4 hits to kill a Hydralisk. Okay, so this is Aejong then, who apparently Julia impersonates sometimes. All right, Guardians. Oh, man. Taking out the only other source of gas that MJK has right now is brutal. Yeah, if you don't have any gas, you're on 1 gas versus 3 gas. Soon to... Okay, 4 gas now. Well, a couple mutas going to try to take you down. There were Scourge somewhere. We saw those coming through the production tab. Not those. Okay. Hey, Dark Soldier. No, Wednesdays and Sundays for live games. Hope you're doing all right, though. Good to see you here on the stream today. Yeah, this game's over. Aejong has this thing super won. He's up 138 to 91 supply. He's got Plague. He's got Dark Swarm. He's got Greater Spire tech. Yeah, this game is complete. Let these mutas jump in here and murder a lot of the drones, which they might be able to do. Bailing. Oop, spores coming up just to prevent that exact thing. Okay, here goes nothing. It's time, I'm afraid. You want another base? I think I just kind of need you to win this thing, Aejong. You're kind of giving MJK some time to figure stuff out and max up and get on multiple bases. It can be hard to know how much of an advantage you actually have, though, so I get it. That was some poor decision-making from MJK. Oh, and then they all get plagued. Ugh. I mean, it plagues some of the Hydralisks, too, but whatever. He's just kind of going for it, man. Here goes nothing. Dark Swarms it up. Hydra versus Hydra. We have Dark Swarm. You don't get out of my house, says Aejong. And it's a full retreat here. Yeah, this base is dead. Lurker spines coming out of that Dark Swarm. Absolutely horrendous to see and horrible to see. Yeah, a little bit closer maybe. Maybe one more Dark Swarm, a little bit closer to that hatch would be not. Just jump on it now. You could probably jump on it now and kill it before he can respond properly and get over here. But again, I can see where the army is, and our dude cannot, right? So he's like, I'm just going to play it safe. Just going to hit it with, like, 2 of my Hydralisks until it dies, which is not that bad because they have +2 attack. All right, so base down. MJK shows up. There's Lurker Spines. Remember those? Good grief. Yeah, I mean, running a bunch of Cracklings up here would actually work pretty well. There's an Ultralisk Cavern on the way. Ooh, that Lurker needs to burrow. Look at them chasing it down. Chasing that Lurker down. He's like, I know you can kill me more than anything else here. Upgrades? No, still 2-2, so no upgrade advantage here for either player. And got shut down. Dark Swarm is going to be the only advantage we're going to get out of Aejong for sure, but I mean, come on. It's 4 bases versus 3 bases here. I mean, a 5th base coming up on the high ground here, too. It's 162 to 96 total supply. Getting a Flyer Carapace upgrade. Getting Ventral Sacs. A Queen's Nest on the way from MK. Is he going to be able to get up to some Defiler-type shenanigans? Quite possibly. Yeah, the Lurkers are just kind of the answer to a lot of what's going on here, huh? It is a lot. Mutas and Guardians are great against them for obvious reasons. Hydra's not so much. They're just squishy. The splash damage is a huge deal, too. Yeah, splash damage in conjunction is very, very nice stuff. And then the Lurkers covering that base as well. I mean, maybe start just plaguing, right? Just more plagues. Send some lings down. Do some consumes. Plague this. Plague this. So much easier. Did he offensive Nidist over here, and it didn't quite work for him, but it was close. It was really, really close to working, you guys. Wow. Offensive Nidus attempt. Love that in a ZVZ for sure. Hives on the way from MK. By that I mean it's MJ for Michael Jordan or Michael Jackson or Mary Jane Watson. Oh, that bait. Using the Defiler as bait into those lurkers was pretty nice. I'm not sure if that was the intent, but that's definitely how it worked out. Yeah, this Defiler not doing anything here is annoying me. Plague some stuff. Plague some stuff. Hey, Bad Wolf. So for one-time donations, the least taken off the top is from PayPal. FalconPaladin@gmail.com. And for an ongoing subscription base that takes the least off the top, it's Patreon. Patreon.com/FalconPaladin. Patreon takes about 3%, and PayPal takes around 1%. Maybe 2 at the most. But thanks for asking. That's a fun question. All right, big old drop, not seen at all by MJK until it is way too late. See you later, alligator. Everybody's dead. Trying to get the spawning pool down, trying to get the macro hatches down. Oh, he actually drops a bunch of his army back in here to defend against this. I love that. Hydra Den, not really target firing, right? But Cracklings, their DPS output is so much anyway. They're just going to get a lot of stuff here. Even without target firing, like that Spire's gonna die, which totally sucks. Ah, thank you, Bad Wolf. I assume that's a Doctor Who reference. Doctor Who fan over there? 176 to 99 supply. Lost a lot of tech structures there. Got to rebuild the spawning pool. Probably rebuild the Spire just to have it at this stage of the game. I think that would be a fine idea. Right side base coming up here from Aejong. And just still on 3 bases at 23 minutes. Cannot feel good. In a mirror matchup especially. Still kind of trying to make Guardians work here. I mean, he's struggling against the lurkers. All right, we'll see how these Ultras do. Los Ultralisks have joined the party. No lurkers defending the natural base. They're kind of just over here on the high ground. Actually, those are not even his. Where are your lurkers, MJ? There aren't many of them left. Okay, he might just be straight up dead here. Superfly, thank you for following. Welcome to the Brood War, and that's it. The Ultras were too much. The Plague was really good, and that's a win from Aejong. Yeah, I really feel like that could have been a win from Aejong a lot earlier if he had used more Plague. Just plague the enemy lurkers, plague the enemy Hydras, go in and take them down after that. It's way, way, way easier. There was no counter to that whatsoever. Zerg doesn't really have a counter to Plague except not be in range of a Defiler that has Plague, right? That's it. That's all there is to it. A 23-1 building race is pretty nuts in favor of Aejong there, and the outspend was massive. Was massif, that's right, the high ground. Actually, he had the low ground game in act, but whatevs. Yeah, Bad Wolf. I hear ya. I really enjoyed a lot of Doctor Who up until about Peter Capaldi. He was just super, super angry all the time, and I didn't really like that from the Doctor. I kind of wanted them to be kind of happy-go-lucky and kind of chill and kind of spastic, and then they could get angry sometimes. But just one that was always grumpy and mad, I just didn't enjoy watching that. So that's when I dropped out. All right. So yeah, Eccleston, Tennant, and Matt Smith. I liked all 3 of those Doctors quite a bit. ddasik is back. You want to see ddasik try if he can take down Light? You think he'll get a Defiler Mound at like 25 minutes and then not use it for anything? You think? Maybe. Sure, Royal and Snow. On Apocalypse. 12 o'clock. It is a red Terran player. It is RoyaL, ASL winner. And in the bottom right,
Live for the swarm.
Hey, thanks for the Prime sub, Superfly Toon. Much appreciated, sir. Really, really excellent to see a Prime sub today. And it's a blue Protoss. It is Snow. Good map for Reaver dropping. Snow really loves the Reaver dropping. I'm going to go get a fill of water in my mug. It's that time of day to switch over to water, so I'll do that, and I'll be right back. But hit that like button out on YouTube if you haven't already. Trying to get to 100 likes today, and so far, we're over halfway done, so that's great. Thanks, everyone, for doing that so far. Anything crazy happening I'm going to miss? No, no, great. Who is Joshua Graham, Christian? What's up, RJB? What's up, Zero Cool? I am simultaneously job hunting and being a 4-hour-day streamer Brood War guy. So it's kinda, this is busy. It's a lot of busy. All right, what are we doing? Anything crazy in the early stages here? Looking at it, no. Singularity charge off of one base. Looks like a factory coming in before expand here from our guy RoyaL. So no, RoyaL scouted, saw what's going on. Expansion timing, great. He's going to go ahead and expand now too. That he's got the ability to defend against the Dragoon that is coming, and he knows is coming. Don't do what, SOS? You'll burn yourself? I do not feel burned. I'm not going to touch a hot stove, SOS. You mean like burn myself out? Nah. I like casting StarCraft. Look, if I was going to get burned out of casting StarCraft, I would have stopped casting StarCraft years ago. Years ago. I've put up so much content on YouTube in the last 10 years. Are you kidding me? Josh Graham is the most famous fictional Mormon character introduced in Fallout New Vegas. Huh. I'd have to probably beat New Vegas to fully understand what you're talking about. But that's good to know. Let's get a picture. So this guy is a mummy. It's a pretty easy costume. You wrap yourself in toilet paper, you wear a vest, and you're done. Huh. Not bad. Anyway, Dragoon pressure is shut down because of the factory timing and the Marines and stuff. Well done. All right, Superfly, back to YouTube. Excellent. Man, $1 Veal subscribed to me in 2016? That is February. That's less than a year. I think that's less than a year after I made my channel, so that's amazing. Dalavio. Ah, the lore is that he is burnt, and that's why he's wrapped up. He's not actually a mummy. He just looks like one. They're burn bandages. Thank you, SOS. I appreciate that. That is some important context that I did not know. Did not have that context, and I appreciate it. Thank you, sir. Observatory. Great. Repairing your siege tank. Be like RoyaL, guys. Repair your buildings. Let's do this thing. Yeah, it's a long time ago, Dalaville. I didn't have a beard yet. I was still married. I lived in an entirely different house. 10 years is a long time. All right, Snow. What are we doing that's fun? This is fun right here. This is entertainment. There's Snow Reaver dropping on RoyaL. RoyaL's like, oh, crap. He's going to show up with some Reavers. He's going to try to kill all my SCVs. Let's build some turrets. Let's drop some spider mines. There you go. Get a little siege mode going here, too. That is cool, Dalaville. I actually... Man, like 5 years ago, Google was like, you can download all your Google activity. Request it. We'll compile it for you. Zip it up and send it to your email. And I was like, cool. And I did that, and I never got it. I had other people that I work with and friends of mine who did it, and they totally got their reports, but I never did. And I'm like, I don't know if, like, Gmail caught it in its spam filter, or it was so big it crashed out. Because I'm on Google, like, I've been on Google every day since 2004. So there was just a lot of stuff to zip up, and it died. I don't know. What's up, Skittle? Okay, so Reavery stuff being used for defense, not being used for drops. Not that it can't be transitioned into a drop threat as soon as Snow wants it to. But nice little push out there. Just, you know, keeping the shuttle and the Reaver at home. This API is deprecated. Oh no, Somicron, you used a deprecated API. What's up, Overguess? How you doing, dude? Yeah, look at RoyaL shutting this down, kind of. Oh. He wants a shot on that Reaver. Does get a shot. No. He didn't get a shot on the Reaver? That's bananas. Repairing the turret's really important. I don't know if you want to unload here. Spider Mine. Snow, you absolute beast. Ooh, no, he dodged the spider. No, did he? I don't know if he dodged that Spider Mine hit. He took a hit from something. Whether it was a tank or a Spider Mine hit, he did take the damage. So, oof, one hit away from death. Decided to pull out there. A couple SCVs died that were building that turret, but otherwise, or repairing the turret, but otherwise, that was okay. That was a decent hold. Third base, warping up on the right side here from Snow. He's trying to keep that economy rolling here against RoyaL. He knows he needs it. This is an ASL champ he's fighting against. Snow doesn't have an ASL championship. He doesn't have an SSL championship. Technically, nobody has an SSL championship because it's Season 1. But, you know, Snow's not getting one. Spoiler alert. Sziky kind of put him in a paper bag and boxed him around for a while. Because Sziky, there's just... What Sziky's doing is just incredible. Just his ability to... I made this rant last week, but look, Sziky can simultaneously read what you're doing perfectly every time and fool you into thinking he's doing something he's not doing most of the time. And have insane macro. And have insane elite level micro. And if you could do all of those things, first of all, good luck. But you can win championships. And that's exactly what he's doing. It's absolutely bonkers. Red ribbon at the gumbo cook-off over Gis. Nice. What was your protein? Did you go with the shrimp? Oh, or the pork. Or something else that's not beef. Who would put beef in their gumbo? That's stupid. Okay, Dragoons fighting. Bit of a tank push out here from our guy RoyaL, expanding behind it like the genius that he is. Gonna swing the Reaver on down for defensive purposes. Is there enough of that? Scans in. Okay, wow, going deep. Unloading 2 Reavers in RoyaL's mineral line. SCV taking huge hits here. 3 more go down. Another ginormous hit. Oh, no. RoyaL. Oh, what a connection there, too. And he's not done yet. He's done yet. See you later, Reavers and Shuttle. That was amazing. It's 63 to 39 workers now. The Protoss is up, but this push is still pretty darn scary. Ooh, chicken sausage and pork. Nice, Overguess. That sounds amazing. Well, congratulations on your win. That's fantastic. I imagine there's a lot of competition down that way for the best gumbo. Oh, jumping in during the siege and boom, taking a hit. Okay, jump in during the siege, take a hit. Jump in during the siege, take a hit. But RoyaL still pretty big here. I mean, the tank count is 6. It's not like there's 30 Dragoons here, man. There's maybe 15 of them. The numbers are not working out. But yeah, Sziky just has the ability to make everybody he plays feel off balance in a way that if you can do that, you're just going to win a lot of competitions, no matter what they are. Chess, you know, sports like football or basketball, any esport. If your opponent feels off balance and unsure about what you're doing, it's tough. It's tough to beat them if they can execute it well. Oh, hang on. Hang on. RoyaL. Okay, firing up. Here comes from the top side, trying to shut this thing down. This is a really dangerous position that RoyaL has found himself in for Snow. Snow must engage with it. Zealots there. Vulture count is knocked down to 2, and Snow clears it out while at the same time pushing into the natural base of RoyaL, which seems really risky too, but man. That's an incredible compliment, Overguess. That's fantastic. Oh, they ate all of it. I wish I had eaten more, but that's a pretty good compliment. Hey, what's up, Ghost? No, we're not going to play any live games today. That's going to be Wednesday. So Sunday and Wednesday are live games day. Ugh. The other days are for the replays. That's how we're going to do this. Psionic Storm is on the way. Going to be really good for weakening up these tanks. It's 131 to 80 supply. Bit of a pure Zealot unload here inside the main base. RoyaL is up. Base count says he's about even with the Terran player right here. Okay, wipe those out easily. Vultures doing the work. More Reavers being added in to replace the ones that were lost earlier here by Snow. All right, Reaver getting picked up. Gonna bring anybody else with this guy? Maybe a couple of Zealots, maybe a Dragoon. Okay, so a Terran on 3 bases is pretty scary, but he's under 100 supply, so less scary for sure. What's up, the White in Night? How you doing? Happy Monday. Okay, connections there. Bit of a Reaver wiggling his way deeper into RoyaL's base. Spider-Mine connection does hit, and one more Reaver shot takes out a Vulture. 2 more Reaver shots takes. Oh, and he dies for that last Reaver shot, but the shuttle got wiped out, so that was going to happen. Overkiss. Probably would have been justified, I think. I think it's a fair response. Snow expanding again. And I don't know, if RoyaL can't get a 4th base rolling, Snow's out expanding him quite a bit. I mean, I do like the idea of a 3-base Terran push here, especially once he has +2, which he's working on. The problem is that Snow's maxed out. So, I mean, waiting any much longer here is going to be a little bit tougher for you because the upgrades are going to keep coming. The bases are going to keep showing up. The income's going to keep getting more robust. That's the vocabulary word of the day, is robust. And he's going to keep Reaver dropping your butt, going after that +3 vehicle upgrade. Dude. Oh, what a connection. And doesn't... Wait, hold on. Hold on. Get it. Oh, it's birding, but it's alive. Oh, tosses down a beautiful storm on those vultures on the way out. There was a High Templar there the whole time. Repairing the armory would be nice. There's an upgrade. There's an upgrade on... Okay, got it. We're good. We're good. We're good. Nobody's worried about anything. Not me. Not at all. Fuckaroosker. Okay. Yeah, I think Snow's got this. He's up 200 to 130 supply. He's gotten really good value out of the Reavers today. +2. This is... I'm just going to come down to this push by RoyaL, right? If he can get across the map, then hooray. Hooray for him. And he can start threatening bases and killing them. But this is still happening. Look at these SCVs trying to dodge these storms. Actually, pretty good. Pretty good storm dodge there. You see they went up to avoid the storms that were all kind of towards the center of the mineral line there. That was great. I mean, RoyaL's playing pretty well here. He's losing economy, right? He almost lost that +2 attack upgrade, but he didn't. He saved it. He's still just on 3 bases, though, with the problem. So maybe waiting for EMP at this stage. Sounds like cat behavior, Christian. Man, we figured out that our cats were crapping in a sleeping bag that was just on the floor of my boys' room and had been there for a couple of weeks. They just like going in there and crapping. It's like, you guys have a litter box. They don't poop anywhere else. I don't understand what that was. Storm drop again! So we just threw the sleeping bag away, and they've been good ever since, but I don't understand why they were doing that. Cats, man. Cats. There's a musical about cats and a movie about the musical about cats, and it's really bad. Yeah, it would have killed that armory, Jack. You are correct. So, it's shuttles from Snow, which he's a big fan of, right? Just because you can't EMP a shuttle, it doesn't do anything to it. You can EMP an Arbiter, and it will make it useless for a very long time. And keeping the High Templar inside the shuttle keeps it protected from the EMP. So, I mean, I get the utility of the shuttle, plus they're fast. There's a lot of good stuff about them. What's up, Hans? This is Snow and RoyaL. Okay, so 3-base RoyaL, this is it, man. This is your chance. I need you to move out. I need you to make it halfway across the map. Take some of this map control from Snow, expand to a 4th base down the left side, and then we can talk about winning this game. But if you just continue to hang out here, you're happy with this high ground is not going to work out for you. You know that. You have to get across the map. You have to threaten. Snow's taking another base. Dude's warping the Nexus down. Here it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bases for this guy. Probably throwing up a 7th too while we're at it. It looks like he did take the opportunity, just getting this far across the map, of getting a 4th base. So he's, you know, he's being conservative here. He's conservatively playing Terran against Snow. But, I mean, yeah, Snow's got a 7th base coming up here, over here on the left side of the map. It's going to be really hard to get anything done. More gateways are being produced. Air weapons is being researched. Ooh, is this the mind games, though? Is this the, hey, scan my main base. See, this is researching and assume carriers, because our guy is not carriering. He just threw up 8 gateways. You don't carrier transition. Maybe you do? As he throws up 2 Stargates? Hold on a second. I was like, you never do that. Okay, double Stargate. Oh, this is definitely carriers then. Never mind. Oh, good, Hans. Yeah, I hear a lot of people say they like watching Falcon Cast as they're trying to go to sleep, they find my casts soothing and a good sleep aid. I should probably market it that way. That's a tough question, Haas. Because I am a big believer that humanity is better off today than they've ever been in the history of anything. And as you go back, like, water becomes unsafe to drink, and your chances of getting drafted into a war increase immensely, and lawlessness is a problem, and, like, disease just... medicine is terrible, and food quality is bad. Like, I just have a hard time with wanting to go back in time to any time period just because it's not a good time for humanity for most of human history. But I mean, I guess if you just want to go back and see a certain event and then go home, like, there are some good options there. I think it'd be really cool to see a battle with the Mongol horde, right? What's up, Dalaviel? Thanks for the 500 bits. Let's go. Small creator support hype. Amen, Dalaviel. All right, Royals pushing here. We're actually getting the increase observer sight range upgrade from Snow. That's a rare one to see for sure. Zealot bomb attempt there. I don't know about that. So yeah, just the whole concept of like Genghis Khan showing up somewhere with like 2,000 dudes on horseback shooting arrows and just totally conquering a much bigger force just because of their skill. I think that they are really thing to see. Yeah, drumstick, good call. Richard Button says the 80s. 80s wouldn't be too bad. But I'm like, I was alive in the 80s, so kind of less interesting to me, you know what I mean? London Victorian era would be interesting, Haas. And again, the 90s. I was there for the 90s. I'm old. Anyway, okay, this is going to be a Terran's moving out. There you go. Simultaneously threatening two bases at once, which is a great feeling as a Terran player. And he can probably wipe out this one if he just pushes over a little bit further. And Snow is gonna make carriers ? He has a fleet beacon. He's got 2 Stargates. He's getting a +2 air weapons upgrade. He's not going for carriers. Dude, is Royal good? I mean, he scanned it out. He's firing up nothing but Goliaths at the moment. Hey, Paul. Thanks for the Prime sub. Dude, welcome to the channel. I appreciate that Prime sub. Taking that money out of Uncle Jeff's pocket. He doesn't need it. He doesn't need it. You can use it to support creators like me. Thank you so much. Okay, Storm's trying to shut this thing down. Royal did not catch Snow in the middle of trying to carrier transition and just kill him, right? Hype train it is. Hype train level 1 in display. You can cheer bits, you can sub, you can prime sub. I think you can donate too down below. And keep that hype train growing out on the Twitch. Thank you, Paul. EMP gets tossed down. It is a scrap fest right here, but Snow does manage to clean this up. It's 175 to 125 overall supply. He did lose a couple bases in the attack. That's pretty normal in this matchup into the late game, right? You're going to lose a couple nexuses. That's why you have so many. And, oh, did he trick him? Did he trick him? He's back into tank production. He's like, wait a second. You're not actually making carriers. Back to vultures. More siege tanks. Oh, and he just GG's out. Wait. That's a terrible GG timing. Yes, Zeus, we are. We certainly are. GG, man. Snow gets the win. Great expanding. You know, way to weather a couple Nexuses worth of death. But a lot of production over here. And I really think what happened there was he tricked RoyaL into thinking it was carrier transition. That's insane. So, yeah, he did end up getting +2 air. He threw down 2 Stargates and a fleet beacon and said, hey, RoyaL, scan me. And RoyaL's like, okay, scan, scan, scan. Carriers, oh no. And he threw up 1,000,000 Goliaths at a time. And he's like, we got to be able to deal with these carriers. And then Snow just didn't make any carriers. What the heck, man? That's a mind game if ever I saw one. I mean, that's what we're here for. We are here for that kind of stuff. Wow. Good game, Snow. Good game, Snow. He says. Like he's Professor Snape or something. Ah, rest in peace, Alan Rickman, huh? What a great actor Alan Rickman was. I like all the stuff that I saw him in, which is mostly Die Hard and Harry Potter, but, you know, iconic roles for sure. Severus Snape. And, his character name in Die Hard was something. I know what it is. It's in my brain somewhere. When I'm streaming, I can't access my memory as well as I can when I'm not streaming. There's not enough bandwidth for all of that. It's in there. It's totally in there. Somebody knows what it is. Yes, you could go back in time and get some winning lottery numbers. Like Back to the Future with Biff, right? He gets a sports almanac that lets him bet on sports in a way that makes him filthy rich in the future. Hans Gruber! SC1FF at Railway Channel. Thank you so much. Hans Gruber it is. Yeah. And he's in Love Actually. That's true, the Zeus. When did you get laid off, the Zeus? How long you been laid off? When I got laid off, I was like, I'll find a new job pretty fast, no problem. I'll just apply to a ton of jobs and it'll be great, it'll be easy. And then a buddy of mine who left the company I was working at that I got laid off from said that he'd been laid off in February and it had been 6 months and he hadn't found a new job. And I was like, that's discouraging. I don't like that fact at all. And I was like, nah, I'll be fine. He's doing it wrong. And so far, not great. So far, not great. But we're trying. We're still trying. We have not given up yet. He wants to bang his secretary, says the Zeus. Oh, how adorable. How romantic. What's up, Jericho? Adun. Toridas. What do we want to do next, you guys? Jaedong game? Ooh, versus Shinee. We like Shinee. Shinee's banned from all competition because he doesn't show up to things on time, apparently, and it's kind of a jerk, but... No exits in the same place, dude. What is going on in this economy? Why is the unemployment rate 4%, but all these people are having an impossible job finding jobs? I'm curious. Top right, Zerg player Jaedong. Top left, Terran player Shinee, who, again, is banned from SSL because he didn't take it seriously in a way. There's a whole story there. It doesn't really matter. Shinee. Start it up, start it up, start it up, up. It's been helping, Paul. I would say the first couple weeks were really good. A lot of support, a lot of new patrons, a lot of new channel members and Twitch subs and stuff, and some really generous PayPal donations. Those were great. I mean, anyone who did that and you're watching this, thank you so much. That helps so much. But it kind of has to keep going, right? If it's going to replace the steady income of a paycheck. And so far, not so much. So we'll see. I mean, I'm still looking for a new job. It's not like I'm putting all my eggs in this basket. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. And I'll find a new job and we'll go back to once a week streams or maybe twice a week streams. Maybe. I don't know. I mean, I'm giving up, I guess, would be not looking for a new job. Like going back and living in my parents' house or something. Like there's a lot of options that would involve giving up. But still applying for new jobs all of the time, working on contacts, and it'll work out. Hatch firsting, here is Jaedong, Shinee, walling off on the low ground of the rocks. Pretty good against dem Zerglings. That's what these eggs are for, is to allow easier wall off against early Zerglings. The Zeus says he's not laid off yet. He gets a month of leave. Are you in the military, Zeus? Sounds like you're in the military. Yeah, Dalaville, I don't know. It's close. I mean, I think part of the problem here is I can cover a lot of the stuff, but health insurance is going to be a big deal. It's going to be a big expense for sure for me and my 3 kids. So, that's a bit of an issue. Thanks for following, Ghost. Is that the same Ghost as before? So they're laying you off in a month? Again, it sounds like you have a military job. Okay, no exit. Hit me up, man. FalconPaladin@gmail.com. We can talk about it. I'm willing to talk to people about this. Yeah, that's the thing, Dalaville, is in my old job, I survived 5 separate layoffs over the previous 5 years, and the 6th one got me. So there were signs the company wasn't doing super well, and I just kind of was like, meh, can't happen to me. And then it totally did. Jaedong is going 2-base Mutalisk in a ZVT because, of course, Jaedong is going 2-base Mutalisk in a ZVT. We'll see how Shinee handles this. I am in software development, QA testing, the Zeus. Yeah. I mean, it is pretty garbage in America that health insurance is tied to employment, right? That health care is tied to employment. Pretty dumb. Spire coming in off at 2-base. Our guy Shinee not doing anything nuts. Not mech opening, not going for them Goliaths. Gonna get that stim, gonna get that range, gonna get them turrets, gonna do all sorts of great stuff. Second gas this time indicates a lot of Mutalisks from the Dong. So this opening is an opening. I don't like all of these lings. I really don't. Why are you making so many? This is a lot of Zerglings you're busting out. He's gonna try to bust this. He's gonna try to bust this. I don't feel good about it at all. This is what the walls are for. I mean, he doesn't have a bunker or anything. That would be nice here against this many lings, but I mean, it's a hard wall. I think they could probably bust here, right? But if there's a 1-unit gap, is he setting up a trap of some kind? Oh my gosh, is he setting? He's setting up a trap. He goes for it. He springs the trap. Get back inside the house, guys. Oh, they do. They get back inside the house. A medic gets stuck outside. A firebat gets one fawoosh off before he explodes. But man, if I was Jaedong, I would have let him get a little bit further out before I tried to bust him out here and surround him and kill him. That was a little bit of jumping the gun by the Dong there. Here's the thing, Wyhas. If you have health insurance through your employer in America, you have what's called a deductible. So every year, so like say your deductible is $5,000 for the 2024 year. Once you've paid $5,000 out of your own pocket towards that, then the company pays a percentage of that amount, like 80%, 20% you pay, and then once you reach another maximum called the out-of-pocket max, then they pay 100% of all of your expenses for the rest of the year. So, like, my buddy had a liver transplant. He's got a disease that kills his liver, and he hits his maximum out-of-pocket and deductible on, like, January 15th every year. And then the insurance company covers the rest of it for the rest of the year for him. So, are these... I don't know. The stories of people who say they went bankrupt because of medical expenses, I don't know if they couldn't afford the deductible, or if their out-of-pocket maximum was too high and like $10,000 totally sank them, which is possible, entirely possible. But like those people that are like, I owe $500 million to the hospital for my care. It's like, well, not if you have insurance, you don't. Not how that works. Yeah, that'd be nice, Richard. Yeah, that sounds really nice, Dolaville. Sure, but again, Bad Wolf, my buddy has a disease that kills his liver. Like, he's had 2 liver transplants, and he'll need another one in a couple years, and his insurance company pays for all of it. Like, if they weren't paying for all the care that he needs, I would hear about it. Trust me. So yeah, they can be stingy about it, they can be stupid about it, but I think the vast majority of the time they cover care that is necessary. What's up, the Scotty B? No. Short answer, no. Third base coming in down south here. The Muta harassment's been okay from Jaedong, but I don't know. I don't think it's done enough damage to really make it worth going Muta opening every single time, Senor Dong. Getting +1 flyer attack. He's making more Mutalisks. And yeah, exactly, Dolaville. Exactamundo. Thanks, No Exit. I will read your email after the stream. I mean, I don't know. Like, a couple years ago, my family had hit their out-of-pocket maximum and their deductible, and my kid ended up going into the hospital for what we thought was appendicitis. So she spent overnight, she got an MRI, she got checked out, but it wasn't appendicitis, but it was an overnight stay at the hospital. An MRI was involved, several other tests were involved, and they sent an explanation of coverage and benefits, and they charged us nothing. So I'm just saying, there are experiences where the system works like it should. I've had them. And I'm sure there are experiences where it doesn't work like it should, and I believe the people that say that. But I think the bad stories get more news coverage and more publicity and more Twitter posts than the good stories, right? And that said, I still support going single payer in America with healthcare. Just do it. It's just stupid that we don't do it that way, just solely so we can tie health insurance to people instead of to jobs. And from what I've seen, like my friends in Canada, they pay about 7% of their paycheck towards healthcare in Canada. That's about what I was paying for my paycheck for healthcare here. Maybe a little bit more. So like, it's not like I'm going to be paying anything more for it. And the benefit of keeping my healthcare if I get laid off, for example, is definitely worth it to me. So I don't know if we'll ever see it in my lifetime. I'd like to, but not holding my breath, I guess. And again, I don't think healthcare in Canada and England is perfect. I think it's got a lot of problems, different problems than America does. But I would prefer to go to that system anyway. So that's my soapbox. That is my soapbox. So good luck with your interview tomorrow, Scotty B. What's up, Jinx? Jinx Skill followed me out on Instagram yesterday. Thank you, Jinx. Instagram.com/falcon.paladin. Good place to go for little clips of what I'm doing. Ooh, it's a Greater Spire, and it's Valkyries. All right, hold on a second. Valkyrie production, let's go. Greater Spire, let's go. Defiler Mound, let's go. 3 base to 2 base here. Shinee, still being annoyed by these mutas, but more and more Valkyries are being produced as an answer to this heavy, heavy muta opening we're seeing more and more often from the Zergs. And it's not a bad idea. Raul. Paul. That said Paul, not Raul. Thanks for the follow. Oh, you subscribed with Prime before you followed. I thought that was somebody else. Thank you, Paul. All right. Good luck, Scotty B. Fingers crossed for you, man. Okay, so Guardians, Devourers. Jaedong went from a really standard opening for him to doing something crazy. I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah, like I said, there's trade-offs, Richard. I hear you. Like, a lot of the best doctors are in America because they can get paid more in America than they can in Canada or in England. Jumping on it. So I don't know what happens if... Nice. He busted it. He got into the third base. That Nidus, no reinforcements for you. Oh, and the third base is dead. What a great push and a great attack here from Shinee. Jaedong did not see this coming. His worker count gets obliterated. His third hatch is dead. The Valkyries are getting picked up because they're not being microed. But they did a lot of damage to these mutas anyway. Lurker's busting out. Jaedong needs to make something happen now. He needs to push with something. Little Dark Swarm would be nice. But his third base is out. So yeah, back to my thought. I don't know if America goes single pair, do all the doctors that are here because they can get paid a ton leave because they can't get paid a ton anymore and go... I don't know where you go anymore, right? America is the land of high-paying, like, doctor and surgeon positions, right? So I don't know where they go. Do they just stick around? And then America has amazing quality healthcare and it's single payer? That's probably a best-case scenario. I don't know if I expect that, though. You know what I mean? It's an unknown. And again, that assumes we'd ever go single payer, which I don't know if there's enough support for that at all anyway. Enough talking about politics. Jaedong's making Guardian push right now. He needs this to work. He cannot have this fail and go home. So here come the Guardians. Wraiths are on the way. Cloak for the Wraiths is coming in. Is it enough? Defiler gets a Dark Swarm up in time to get the Lurkers in to cover the Guardians. Are you kidding me? Jaedong. 2 basing Zerg at 13 minutes. Just lost his third. Guardians are continuing to push here. Missile turrets getting hits off because Guardians are bad and dumb. The Wraiths swing in. Are there Hydras? Can the Scourge get connections on those Wraiths? That's the question. Shiny's natural base is defunct. It's gone. We're adding Fire Bats into the mix. That's not going to help you against these Guardians at all, my friend. What's up, JLC? It's Jaedong being crazy. Guardian pushing. Scourge on the Science Vessel's pretty good, but the Wraith's not taking hits is actually pretty good as well. The Wraiths are getting 3 hits off on these Guardians. There are no Hydras, there are no Scourge, there are no Mutilates to protect them. Coming up the backside, the Marines take down those Guardians. These Guardians are going to die as well. A single Devourer could be afforded by Jaedong. Wraiths do pretty good against them too, and the Cloak comes in. And that's it for the Guardians and Jaedong. I don't think he has enough. Being on the 2 base, I don't think he has enough. Even worker count, 2 base to 1 base. The Marines on the ground are wrecking these Zerglings, radiating the Defiler on the backside as well. And I think that's it. I think that's it. I think that's it. Yes, Omicron doctors here can get paid like $500,000 a year. So 150 is nice, but not compared to the salaries of American specialists especially. Anyway, sure, Plague's coming in, but no, I think that's it. Jaedong is toast. He tried to make the Guardian thing work. There's a reason we don't see Guardians against Terran, and that's because it doesn't work that often. I think this is the 3rd time on the channel I've seen Guardians in a TvZ in the last couple months, maybe the 4th time. Has it worked at all? No, it has not worked. It's been very fun. This is Shinee, Jinx Skeel. I mean, trying to sneak a base down here. Shiny's keeping an eye on it. The Wraiths are out hunting for Overlords. Jaedong, okay, trying to take a 3rd base over here. Maybe. I mean, if Shinee lets him take these bases, this is nice. Sounds good, Somicron. I think we'll keep him. All right, here comes Shinee. Defiler gets a Plague off. Gets a giant Plague off. Zergling's coming down to try to save this, I don't know, 3rd or 4th base, maybe? These guys are like, we're plagued. We still do 100% damage. Take it down, boys. Take it down. Yeah, too much Marine production here. Not enough Lurker. Not enough Defiler, I don't think. I mean, he saves this base. Jaedong's trying to expand bottom left. Is that going to work out for him? This is crazy stuff. Oops, Scourge. Careful, Scourge. Careful, Scourge. There's Marines about. The Fire Bats can't do anything to ya. but the Marines will shoot you out of the sky. Ooh, just jumping in. Okay. Just jumping in. Jaedong doesn't have enough GGs, and Shinee. Shinee is your winner in an absolutely bonkers 16-minute and 50-second display of Terran there. Yeah, so bottom line, Shinee's a really great Terran player, but he is on the bad list for the ASL/SSL folks. And so we won't see him be competing in any SSLs in the future, or I don't know, ever maybe? Ever? I don't know, man. But yeah, he's pretty good. He's pretty dang solid. He just took Jaedong down. And yeah, he busted the third base. Ta-da! Busting the third base as a death sentence for most of them Zergs. Whew! That was fun. That was really fun. Jaedong seems lame nowadays, says Investy. I mean, he's older, right? He's kind of slowing down a little bit. He's really good unless he's facing off against some of the better, higher tier players that are in SSL these days. Again, or ASL if you want to go there. All right, let's see. Let's see if a channel member or a sub out on Twitch has a recommendation for a player or a matchup they want to see here as we're continuing on. We're about 3 hours into the stream at this point. So far, so good. Looking for some cheese, says Paul. So it's I mean, like a shorter game. Let's see if we can find a shorter game for Paul. Overgis versus Bisu. I don't know if there's a player called Nada Canyon. Maybe that's what you're thinking of. I mean, it could be Naga, but also I think you're probably... Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. I've got a lot of shorter replays down there in the Team Liquid folder here. But I'm not sure if they're short because they're cheese or because they're short because somebody left 2 minutes in. Like, let's do this. Heartbreak Ridge, 4 minutes. Sziky's involved. Let's see what it is. Let's see if it's cheese from Sziky or it's some kind of a proxy, maybe. Rock on. So this is Heartbreak Ridge. Left side going to be a yellow Zerg. It is Sziky, the Hungarian. And the bottom right, an unknown origin Terran player named Effect. He might have a Liquipedia page. He might not have a Liquipedia page. I don't know. I'm not going to go look for it, though. Let's see what it is. Let's see if it's a pool first. Let's see if we get... I mean, if it's going to be a proxy, I feel like Effect would be moving out pretty soon. It's a two-player map, though, so you know where your opponent is. You can afford to wait a little bit on the pullout here, right? On getting your SCVs out and across the map. Boom, boom, boom. There was definitely a snow game earlier against RoyaL. It was really good. Man, a lot of crazy Reaver stuff for sure. And Ghost, there are Flash games out there in the folder. But I think at this part of the stream, we are letting channel members on YouTube and Twitch subs suggest players right now. Ha 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 ha. Like Dalaville wants an IdrA game. Beyond? Are there Brood War Beyond games, or do you want a StarCraft 2 Beyond game? Okay, Kenyon meant nada. There you go. There ya be. About 27,000 replays RLC drew. Okay, so Sziky checking around for weird proxy stuff. He's getting a pool up here. It's an overpool, so I mean, not insane. Affect is, oh my gosh. Is Affect trying to go command center first and he's going to get punished for it? I think he's trying to go CC first, and this drone's like, no. And also, we're making a pool back home, dude. What is happening right now? I don't know if Beyond... Are you serious? Beyond Brood War. Actually, yes. Beyond did play Brood War back in 1999 through the year 2000. Unless it's a different Beyond. Hang on a second. Is this a different guy? I don't know, man. I don't know if it's the same guy, but if this is Beyond playing Brood War back in the year 2000, there aren't actually any replays from the year 1999 or 2000 because the replay stuff was added in the year 2001, so no. Did Sulky ever play Sulky, says Christian? I don't know. I think that'd be a fun one. But I don't think so. I think the Sulky Terran is from a long time ago. I mean, Sulky Zerg's pretty old, too. I bet they did play each other. I'm just not sure if we actually have any replays of those. So we're trying to get speed up. Bunker up. Marine inside. Lings jumping on this bunker. Repair's going to have to be really good here. Or the Lings go for the run by and just say, your one bunker's not going to stop us. Also, that's not a hard wall. Bye. And Sicky's inside your main. Oh, no. Okay. I think he was trying to go for a hard wall there, but at the end of the day, there wasn't one. And SCV's fighting. Not going to do very well. And is he too afraid to bring his Marine down because... Well, just because, you know, more Lings are showing up. Does he have another Marine yet? I think he's a little bit late on producing a second Marine here, too. God, this totally sucks. This income is not good. We'll head off. Take your supply depots down, sir. Take them right on down. Another one dies. I like the drones providing... He's got 3 kills on this drone. These are SCVs and Marines the drone is killing. Oh, gosh. Oh, good micro. Great micro from Sziky. Getting around there. Tried to bring a Marine down here. Really not well done by Effect at all. Look at this. And Effect taps out. Well, there you go. I don't know if that was cheese necessarily, but he did scout the command center first. And he did get his Lings down and through this little gap, or this little gap. Either way, he ran right past that bunker, right into the main base. And then expanded behind it, and he was way, way ahead. Effect knew he was ahead, and Sziky gets the win. Good grief. Yeah, that was definitely a hero drone for sure. That was a short game, but definitely very fun. So let's see. Who else did... Dalaville was requesting a IdrA game. So yeah, we've got some IdrA replays to go through here. Bam, IdrA in the house. 26-minute IdrA versus lovesofia. Wait, why do I feel like I know that game? Or in that name. Lovesofia. Brood War. That's an ASMR channel. That's not. I hate ASMR. Please no. Nope. This is not somebody we know, but it doesn't matter. It's a long macro game. Let's see what IdrA does here against this Zerg. Boom, 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 boom. Top right, going to be a green Terran. It's IdrA, the American. Top left, it is lovesofia from the F.3 clan, who is a Zergy Zerg blowing it up. What's up, Green Wave? We are PC. We had a 20-plus minute ZVZ earlier in the stream. So here's the thing. I bookmark every one of the VODs of my streams here on YouTube. And I put timestamps on them in Twitch too, actually, in the description. So if you're ever like, man, I wonder what was in this 4-hour-long VOD, if you click on it, it'll show you chapters on YouTube of what was going on. And you can be like, oh, there was a ZVZ in hour 2. I'll go watch that. And you can totally watch it, even if I'm not live. Hey, Resolve, I am in Utah. So I am on the mountain region of America, not the East Coast or the West Coast. In the middle, fly over America. Ah, Bad Wolf joined. What's up? Bad Wolf's in the Discord server. Ooh, he's in the Discord server in the voice channel watching live StarCraft. You could go join him in there, say hello. If you don't like typing and you just like talking, the Discord server is a good place for that with the voice servers. No problem, PC. US West Brood War servers resolve. Yeah, but the US East Brood War server is a ghost town. Everybody's on US West or Korea. Nobody's really anywhere else these days. But that's where we play. Zergy Zerg gonna hatch first at lovesofia. Why do I feel like I know this name? I probably cast a lovesofia IdrA game in the recent past. That's probably why. Hatch firstin. You're at about 12 supply. Drone scouting up. Scouts the right direction. Sees the rack. Sees the lack of gas. Sees the lack of expansion with the Overlord. Says, it's not going to be some kind of a mech rush on my butt, at least. Not some kind of a proxy either. Which is awesome. Talaveel. Another 500 bits. Let's go. Man. Jeffito. Thanks for following out on Twitch, too. Little Jeff in the house. Steve the SCV scouts in. Drone says, no. You don't get to see if I'm getting gas. You don't get to see anything that I'm doing. And he says, I'll fight you. IdrA says, I'll fight you to the end of time. And he gets in. Dude, are you serious? What's up, Joy? Joy Black Dragon in the house. How you doing? Love Sophia. I hardly knew her. Glad to hear that resolve. I hear that a lot from people, and that always makes me happy. Okay, so the SCV comes in and says, no quick gas. There's the pool. I'm not going to go for any speedling cheese on me off of a 2-base opening. That's excellent news. I can get into my second racks, no problem. Don't have to worry about throwing down a bunker. At least not yet. And let's see if the Zerg player is going to go for a third base. Oh, that is a fast creep. I guess he's... that doesn't seem necessary. But also he's not scouting the presence of this command center well enough. Poke in a little bit, Overlord. You can see that CC, and you don't need the creep colony anymore. Yeah, I mean, it's a bit of a lower level game, right? This is IdrA. IdrA's a great player, but mostly known for his bad manner and being a great player. If he wasn't as bad manner, his name would not be as famous because he wasn't quite good enough to reach that level of StarCraft where he was that well known. Ah, East Coast Brood War was always a ghost town. Okay, so US East was never really a thing. At least not back in 2005. I imagine it was pretty good back in the year, 98, 99, 2000, 2001. Really Brood War's heyday for at least player base. Yeah, see? Go Blazers started in 99. I bought the game the day it came out in 98. Big Warcraft 2 fan. Had to get the StarCraft when it came out. The gaming magazines made it look awesome. They had a website and everything, and that was super cool. Man, I was so stoked for StarCraft, and I still am to this day. So, never mind. Having the Sunken totally worked out, Love Sophia. I mean, the second one, maybe not necessary, but whatever. IdrA tries to 2 racks push a little bit. Overlord sees how many Marines are coming across the map and sees how many Marines are coming back home. Lair on the way from Love Sophia. Probably going to make those Mutalisks that we have seen so much of today. They've won sometimes. They've lost sometimes. A lot of losing your third base from Zergs today, too. So I'm curious to see if Love Sophia can keep that third base alive. It's going to be something IdrA, I hope, keeps an eye out for. Wyhaus rooting for dem Yanks. Okay, so White House is a Jets, Senators, and Yankees fan. That is an interesting mix of teams to root for. All right, we're just gonna drone down here. Scans in, scans in. Doesn't see a Spire or anything yet. Sees some Lings out, but what he doesn't see is this third base coming in bottom left. So it looks like lovesofia, just checking to make sure there aren't any Marines coming across the map to try to shut that thing down. They check that. They don't see anything. Now they're going to swing up. Whitehouse likes the Blue Jay. You can't like the Blue Jays and the Yankees, actually. Fine. Some people can like two teams in the same sport if they want to. I guess I will allow it. Blazers. You a Trailblazers fan? You an NBA fan? I'm trying to figure out what your picture is there next to your name, what your PFP is. All right. Macro Hatch, Spire, Second Gas, Hydra. Ooh, what? Is he doing Soul Key before Soul Key? Man's got a Spire in the main and a Hydra Den in the Nat. I don't think IdrA knows about either of them, because I think he scanned here and there wasn't anything. And then he scanned here and there wasn't anything. And then the Hydra Den went down. But the Spire was in the mid. He needs another scan, I think. Okay, but maybe don't just send in like 10 Lings and get almost nothing done. Lovesofia. Maybe keep those Lings alive, huh? Huh? Lurker aspect. Okay, the dude, is he going Manzurg? Is he going Muta Lurker here? That's a term coined by In Control back in the day. Manzurg. Mutas and Lurkers against Terran. It's expensive. It's big. Hey, what's up? Music with Joan. Out on the Twitch side under a different name. So yeah, it's Lurker Muta. So the double gas early was not for a ton of Mutalisks. It was for Lurkers and Mutalisks. I like it. Let's go, lovesofia. Maybe don't fight these turrets straight up. I don't know. There you go. At least Muta stack them there. There's the micro. 3 Sunkens up. Ton of Marines from IdrA, though. It's like a 4th Sunken would be nice. What's up, Kovar? StarCraft forever. Are there enough Sunkens to hold? Man, if those Lings were alive, this would be going so much better. Even these Lings are providing some value. This one Hydralisk is like, die. Oh my gosh, that hold was so close. That was so close for lovesofia. My gosh. She's like, wait, you have Hydras and you have Mutas? What are you, crazy? This third base is super happy. And now it's safe because we've lurkered, excuse me, lurker egged the ramp. Whitehouse is not a Yankees fan. Oh, you're an anti-Dodgers fan right now. Ah, that's what it is. That's entirely fair, I guess. If you can hate the Dodgers, you're rooting for the Yankees in this World Series. Well, the Yanks are down 0-2 in a best of 7. Not a great start for them, but, you know, baseball's great in that it's never over till it's over, right? That's one of the main appeals of the sport. And you're a Raptors fan. That makes sense. What with the Canadian and all. Raptors are not great this year. I'm not sure what they're trying to do, but same with the Jazz. I don't know what the Jazz are trying to do. Queen's Nest from lovesofia. Another scan. He's like, have you rebuilt these Sunkens? You have you have Lurkers, huh? Not yet you don't, but now you do. Whitehouse just hates Los Angeles. My goodness. Okay, that's a lot of teams. That's the Lakers. That's the Kings. That's the Clippers. That's the Dodgers. That's the... Where are the Angels these days? Are they in LA now too? Everybody's in LA. Resolve hates LA and he's in California. Yeah. Pretty common thing. Pretty common deal. Yep. Damian left the Blazers, went to the Bucks. Hasn't been playing super well for them. And man, even the Bucks with Giannis are 1-2 to start the season. Not a great opening for these guys. Yeah, I don't know. Doc Rivers is under 500 as the Bucks coach with Giannis as his best player. It's like, look, man, maybe you're washed, Doc. Maybe you're too old to do this thing anymore. Oh, yeah, and there's the Rams and the Chargers, says Dave C. Good call. Great call. And the Angels are not in LA. Thank goodness some teams not in LA. Wouldn't be surprised if the Warriors moved to Los Angeles at some point. Okay. I like what the Zerg player is doing here. I think IdrA's in trouble. We might get some IdrA rage here, you guys. Entirely possible. Oh, another Greater Spire. These weekly streams, man. We are getting a lot of Greater Spire, Devour stuff. It's amazing. A lot of Valkyrie stuff. Scans in. The siege tanks are here to counter the lurkers as well as they can. And they do. Okay. IdrA on 2 base. Pushing hard, pushing hard. Zerg player trying to get up to Greater Spire. Not quite there yet. Gonna try to get some more lurkers down. Hope there aren't enough scans. Ah, the freelings were free. Now there's nothing to buffer for the attacks on the lurkers, but Scourge did snipe the science vessel. You got to scan to see the lurks now. That's going to slow IdrA down a little bit. Yeah, both USC and UCLA's fandom is not doing hot right now. Not like the whole PAC section of the country is not that big into football as much as they used to be. I mean, it's why the Pac-12 fell apart, I think. Okay, IdrA kind of needs to make this thing work right now or he's in a lot of trouble. Consume is almost done. Consume is almost done. Defiler gets sniped out before... Okay, Consume is done. Before Consume is done, it's almost there. It's almost there. Okay, Consume is done. Consume now. Dark Swarm now. Get out there. Get these guys off the front lawn. And there it is. IdrA's got to fall back. He's like, piece of garbage race with their invincible swarm of bugs. And IdrA's not expanding behind this either. Is that a command center? That is not a command center. That is a very square section of the minimap that looks like a CC, but it is not at all square when you look at it in real life. And yeah, Dark Swarm, Lings, Lurker totally pushing IdrA back here. No third base for this dude. We're almost at 100 likes. This is fantastic. Fan-friggin-tastic. Oh my gosh, and here are the Guardians. Hey, look, we're doing the thing. So this is the traditional thing, right? Where you take the mutas that survived to the 15-minute mark, and you turn them into Guardians, and you harass the natural base of your Terran or Protoss opponent. That's how this works. It's okay. You never really win the game with this. But, you know, I mean, this is probably the best situation Guardians have in this game is where they're in a dead air position. They can do really well against Marines. Irradiates are still a problem, obviously. Valkyries are still a problem, obviously. And I don't know. That's a lot of siege tank, man. Oh, never mind. 2 more tanks got wiped out. Okay, another Dark Swarm, another push up here. IdrA is up 107 to 93 supply, but he's on 2 base to 3 base. He's not taking a third. These Guardians continue to kind of kick butt a little bit. 8 kills. 10 kills on this Guardian. 11 kills. This is the most effective Guardian harass I've ever seen in this position. It's 3 Guardians and a dream right now. I think lovesofia has this thing. I'm looking at it. I'm staring at it. Terran counters Dark Swarm with Fire Bats. A lot of siege tanks in siege mode. And Irradiate. Those are your answers to Dark Swarm if you're a Terran. Yamato's pretty good too. If you want to make some battle cruisers for Yamato. But usually battle cruisers aren't Yamatoing stuff inside Dark Swarm. Sometimes they do though. Sometimes it's awesome. But yeah. Any spell will get through the Dark Swarm. So you've got options. And Siege Tank Splash is really good too. Like if you tried this and there were like 10 more Siege Tanks, 'd here, all these lurkers would be in a lot of trouble. But just not enough tanks, not enough in siege mode either. IdrA's trying to take a third base, but the Zerg's getting across the map pretty big here. Pedantic is the word of the day. What's up, Yhaus? What's up, Nintendo? What is up? And that's the other way you counter irradiate is by moving away. Exactly, Investy. You can't stop irradiate. You can only kill the science vessels. The counter for irradiate is Scourge. I think that's the way to describe it. 100 likes, we did it. Nice. Thanks everyone on YouTube for hitting the like button. Hit our goal today. See, that Defiler is dead. No counter. No restoration available. Okay, hang on. IdrA's getting a third base up here. And he's moving down to the bottom left with the Zerg players trying to get a fourth. He's also on this counter. Look at this. IdrA's out on the map. Dude, he doesn't know what's in here. He could just come in here and burrow and everybody dies. There's not enough Terran to stop this by any stretch. He's playing it extremely safe, and I think it's costing him. Jinx Skill doing the 100 likes dance. Let's go, Jinx. Yeah, this is what... Yep. IdrA. Oh, he's coming home. He's coming home. Oh, IdrA. Out of position. Tank's not getting any work done. Not enough of them to really make it worth it. He's trying to transition kind of into mech here, but also making a ton of Marines. Scourge. Okay, that's one hit. You need two to kill a science vessel, though. Okay, IdrA's third... I was going to say, IdrA's third base is alive. It's alive! Not enough came over there to kill it. Hooray! Okay. It's a lot of science vessels with a lot of irradiate here. But if these lurkers get in... I don't know that you had to stop there, but... Okay, now unburrow and get inside this mineral line. Let's go. Let's go. IdrA Artosis would be funny. I agree. Hang on. Are there enough irradiates to actually save the day here? Yes, actually. Totally enough irradiates to save the day. Okay, so IdrA's like, where was I? That's right. I was walking across the map to kill the Zerg down here in this bottom left corner. He saved his nat. He still has 43 SCVs. I thought it would be a lot worse than that. I guess he saved a lot of them by dumping them over here. And yeah, sound design for StarCraft, man. There's a lot of reasons it's still persisting in 2024, and some of that is sound design. 100%. Ribbit. Okay, fair amount of hits there, I would say, but this is how you play SK Terran. Or Harjulian science vessels all the time. Burrow, you idiots. Burrow, you idiots. Ooh, look at him body blocking that lurker from getting inside the base. Wow. I mean, bad micro from lovesofia, but IdrA, excellent work. Lovesofia is floating a bunch of cash. More drones would be nice. A bunch more cracklings would be pretty good here, too. Maybe trying to set up a 12 o'clock base. Get into the late game here. This has been a pretty good game so far. I like what we're seeing from both players. Guess what this is? You know what it is. It's in the production tab. It's an Ultralisk cavern. Hooray! I mean, how much irradiate do we have for Ultras, IdrA? Oh, and he pulls back? I don't know if that's... I don't know. All right, so, yep, this is how you beat Zerg, man. You irradiate all of the things. And if you irradiate all of the things well enough, you beat them. It's a very simplistic way to look at it. Oh, Spider Mines are all in the mix here, too. That's fantastic. But it's the truth. Chitinous plating on the way. A couple Ultras coming in here, too. Siege tank count is maybe enough that Ultras aren't just the insanely overpowered units they have been in TvZ on the channel over the last couple of days. We've seen a lot of TvZ where Ultras get out with their 5 armor and just everything Terran has dies immediately. But this is IdrA and lovesofia, right? This isn't Royal and Queen. This isn't Sziky versus Light. These players are not quite at that level, and it's an older replay too, so nice Plague, though. I mean, I don't know. I've never really felt like the skill level from older replays like this is significantly, incredibly worse than what we see today. You can tell, right? You can definitely tell this isn't Sziky playing. But I mean, that's Sziky. Guys working on a Bonjour status. IdrA should make some fire bats. Concur wholeheartedly. Fire bats would be awesome. Except when the ultras start coming out, the fire bats kind of lose their functionality. But you're right, there are lings to deal with as well. So might as well have some fire bats around. Just don't let them fight the ultralisks. Yeah. Another scan. Oops. Is there a base here? Wait, he knows that. I don't know what he was scanning. Down this way, maybe. Oh, he just walked his science vessels into Scourge. Like, there's still a bunch of them left. Some really nice irradiates went down, but my gosh, IdrA, keep your science vessels alive. Man, you know what? I think IdrA's got this. I think he's got enough science vessels, despite losing like 20 of them in this game. Good macro, making more. If he irradiates everything like he's been irradiating it, the Zerg player is going to fall over and die. Slow ultras are slow, but they have chitinous plating, so they've got that 5 armor. But siege tank shots really help with this, and a second irradiate is immensely powerful as well. Oh, and look at the drop. IdrA dropping at the same time. What a boss. Dude, I think he's got this. He's totally got this. Man, irradiate is good. Man, it is good. You gotta have a lot of science vessels to make it work, but... well, I mean, this group's not gonna win the game. Ooh, good target firing on individual drones here, because he can't get the hatch. He just killed as many drones as he could. 31 remain here from lovesofia. Not working. Not working at all. I think this is it. This is it. Yeah, I mean, IdrA just really known for his macro more than anything else. When he switched over to StarCraft 2 when StarCraft 2 was new, his macro was so good, he got the mass roach strategy nerfed into the ground because he would just have a mass army of roaches at like 5 minutes and everybody would die. So that's IdrA's power, right? And I mean, he's getting irradiates down like crazy too. This IdrA playing really well. This is a pretty good game. I mean, it's 47 to 31 workers. Trying to set up a 4th base down this way. Dude, that Marine just dealt with a crackling by himself. What a brave, tough little dude. Yeah, and this guy's all up here. Still doesn't have the speed upgrade. Oh, these lings. Oh, these lings. Oh, these lings. Okay, that could have been worse. Still pretty bad. Yep, there was a position where the Zerg player was pretty much in control of this game, but the irradiates are coming too hot and heavy. The plague on the science vessel, first one of those we've seen today. Could probably do a couple of more of those for sure. Okay, regrouping to make maybe another push out here. Some of his units coming down right to save. Lifted IdrA. Friggin' IdrA just lost his 4th base for no reason. Scourge, no good. Pulling back the science vessels. He does control them sometimes. Anabolic synthesis is coming in. He's just containing, right? Like maybe getting up into the 3rd base, but a medevac wall there would be pretty awesome. Still a 4-basing Zerg against a 3-basing Terran. Like, Dark Swarm is still pretty great. Plague is still amazing. Oh, the Overlords are slow. Oh. I don't know about that one. Get out of the Dark Swarm. There you go. You just got to fall back. You just got to Just bide your time, snipe some Scourge, wait for the Link to run outside of the Dark Swarm and die unnecessarily. That's always very fun. Pretty good stuff, guys. And, okay, alright, hold on. Speed Ultras have joined the party with 5 armor and no attack upgrades. And not going to be able to finish this command center, I'm afraid. So cancel it. 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 So nope, did not cancel it. Okay, IdrA's not paying attention down in that bottom right corner at all right now. But that's a full 10-pack of science vessels. 4 of them are plagued, yes, but there are no mutas out at this point in the game. No hydras either. Just the Scourge. 1 on each science vessel, enough to take it down. IdrA does not care. Oh, man. Just running into the meat grinder. And that's it. That's a GG. Wants a rematch. IdrA says, okay, and taps out. IdrA gets the win. My gosh, that was one heck of a ZVT. Got that Guardian harass. Got that little Ling run by that didn't do anything. Got the Mutalisk Lurker opening. That almost did great. Just kind of fell apart here. Wyhaus, no. No, it is not. IdrA has too many medics in his comp, says Joy Black Dragon. Nope. It's an excellent number of medics. Enough to get the win anyway. And then what happened down here, these ultras got trapped, and they tried to come down this ramp and got murked too. So that was a lot of the supply from lovesofia. All right, that's going to be it. Going to wrap this thing up today. Let's find somebody to raid, but I have some things to take care of before the podcast that I'm doing out at twitch.tv/Somicron in about 30 minutes. But what a fun game to end it on. And thanks for all the support today. Got a lot of bits from Dalaville. Appreciate that. Got a new Prime sub from Paul. Got a Prime sub from Superfly. We got, what else do we have here? That was most of what we got here. Some follows, etc., etc. All right, Wyhaus, sounds good. But let's see there. IdrA, it was an outspend by the Zerg, but couldn't quite get that economy rolling as much. So, good stuff. Let's go ahead and raid someone who's out there streaming. Twitch.tv/Somicron. And the VODs for our podcast all end up on youtube.com/@Somicron, which is going to pop up there on the YouTube side of things right now. Whew, but yeah, thanks everyone. It was a really fun time. We'll be back tomorrow, a bit of an earlier stream, right? We're alternating kind of more European American friendly times. It kind of overlaps. It doesn't really matter. People are here for more ever anyway. Like, I'm not saying you can't be here unless you're from the region of the world I'm targeting. And definitely that's what's going on. So let's go ahead and raid. I'm IdrA. I never know if I'm saying that name correctly, but we're going to try it anyway. So thanks again. Love you all so much. Thanks for the support. We'll be back again tomorrow with more of the same. Until then, stay safe and stay healthy. And above all, you take care of yourselves. Goodbye.